everyone. We are your host on the air for almost 4 hours in our Division Management Committee meeting this June 17, 2021. Hope everyone is seated comfortable. Beside you, prepare a glass of water for we are now to start our meeting. Thank you.
Good morning. Special greetings to our Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Roger F. Capa, our two Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Arne J. Ventura and Sir Rufino B. Foz, our Chief of the Chief Education Supervisor of the CID, Madam Aurelia V. Marquez, Chief Education Supervisor of SGOD, Madam Felina P. Padrones, to our Administrative Officer 5, Ma'am Isabelita A. Sampayan, Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors, STO Palawan Section Heads, and other personnel, all the elementary and secondary school heads, all participants present in this platform. Mayad nga tiprano kayo dong tanan, good morning to one and all. Once again, welcome to our first virtual management committee meeting with our new SDS Roger F. Capa.
To formally start our meeting, may I invite everyone to invoke the Almighty God. May I also request to pause for a while and feel the presence of our divine God, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request to pause for a while. Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request to pause for a while. Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request to pause for a while. Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request to pause for a while. Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request to pause for a while. Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer, immediately followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Reverend Father Dong Alaska, invite the Parish Priest of St. John the Baptist, may also request Dumarang Palawan will lead us into the prayer.
Siya ng ating Panginoon, sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Ama na makapangyarihan, kami po ay nagpupuri sa iyong pagbabay sa araw ito, na kami pinagbubukod mo, bagamat kami ay hindi sa karaniwang panahon, na saan kami ay nakakaranas ng matinding pagsubok ng sakit. Ama na makapangyarihan, kami po ay nagpupuri sa iyong pagbabay sa araw ito, na kami pinagbubukod mo, bagamat kami ay hindi sa karaniwang panahon, na saan kami ay nakakaranas ng matinding pagsubok ng sakit. Ama na makapangyarihan, kami po ay nagpupuri sa iyong pagbabay sa araw ito, na kami dito rin po kami nag-abibigay namin sarili para sa unang pagpupulong kasama po namin ang mga bagong superintendent, na halinawa sa pagpupulong na ito ay pagkaloob mo sa amin ng banal na Espiritu, na sa ganun ay mapag-usapan po namin ang mga bagay-bagay na makakatulong sa aming departamento, ang departamento po ng DepEd. Halinawa, Panginoon, pasilayan mo sa amin ang pinay na paglilingkod at maging instrumento ng pagpupunla ng karunungan sa aming mga anak at sa iba't ibang dako ng aming probinsya. Halinawa, ang pagpupulong na ito ay maging makapulong sa amin sa pamamagitan po ng pagpapala ng iyong banal na Espiritu. Hinihiling po namin ay patuloy mo kaming gabayan, kung sa gayawan ay makapaglingkod kami ng tao sa puso at pagbigay ng aming sarili bilang mga instrumento ng iyong karunungan. Lahat ng ito ay aming hingilin sa pangalan ni Kristo, aming Panginoon. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo, puso at pagbigay ng aming sarili bilang mga instrumento ng iyong karunungan.
Bayang magiging sa silanganan, alab ng puso, sa libig mo'y buhay. Lupang linirang, tuwing ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiyang. Sa lagat ng mundo, sa simaya, sa langit mong bakaw, may dilatang tula at awit sa panglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng mga tao at may nagpumpay na nagninig, ang bituin at araw niya kailanman may makikinig. Suban ang araw ng mga pagsinta, ay langis sa piling mo. Ang ligaya ng pagmay mga abig, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Ang mga pagsinta, ay langis. Puerto Princesa, Romblon, Marinduque, nagdilingning ang iyong ganda, magasanang bayang sinta, Deterion naman, di marupang mabuhay ka, di marupang, Deterion naman
And now let us sing the Palawan March. We would like to request everyone to open their camera as you join singing the Palawan March. And as you welcome our co-academic leaders and of course our SDS, Sir Roger, welcome to Palawan. Again, please open your camera.
lang kahit sandali sila natin kaya
Iliw halina't mo napahihakbang
Pamalay ikong pag-ibig Ang tutun ay sundan ating ipag-iwan Panauhin lahat ganyan Nais ko yung kasintay walang pagkaramdaman Nandito ano Thank you so much for your active participation. Lead School N, the APS in Filipino, and the focal person in journalism, Ma'am Nora Inangit for the thought for the day.
Okay. Good morning po sa ating lahat. Good morning sa ating SDS, Sir Roger Capa, at sa dalawang ESDS. Kinuha ko lang po yan sa internet, the 7 rules of life. Number 1, smile. It always works out in the end. So, kung saan man tayo naroon, can we have one smile? Sa kapamilya, sa katabi sa trabaho, baka may magkakatabi dyan na uma-attend. Distancing lang po and smile lang tayo. Number 2, be kind. You have the power to make people feel good. So, kasunod ng smile is be kind. Number 3, don't give up. If it doesn't work for the first time, find another way, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemic. Number 4, don't compare. Everyone's on a different journey. So, kahit na pare-pareho tayong nagsasuffer kay COVID, sa kalagayan natin kay COVID, but then, meron pa rin talaga tayong mga kanya-kanyang journey. Number 5, avoid negativity. Avoid negative thoughts, situations, and people. Pero sa result ng COVID, ng test ng COVID, gusto natin ang negative. Number 6, make peace with your past. Focus on being present and creating a better future. And number 7, take care of your body. One struggles to survive without the other. So, again, take care of our body and mind. Ito lang ang ating puhunan para magampanan ng trabaho na sa ating paglilingkod sa ating kapwa, lalong-lalo na sa Panginoon. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Nora, for sharing something to digest by our hearts, mind, and soul as school leaders in the better normal situation. And now to formally begin this program, we're pleased to have our OIC Assistant School Division Superintendent, at the same time, the in charge of the Curriculum Implementation Division, SBM B. Foz, to give us the opening remarks.
Good morning and welcome to the first Division Management Committee meeting with our new schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Roger F. Capa, CISO 6. Today's agenda include the issues and concerns of our new SDS, ASDS, Accounting Section, Budget, Admin, Personnel Section, SGOD, and the Curriculum Implementation Division. It is hoped and prayed that all the participants are equipped with the standards and protocols in attendance to a virtual meeting like this. Always remember that we are free to give ideas, suggestions, and recommendations, but with limitations and respect to one another. Today's activity will give us inputs and insights that will be our guide in our implementations of programs and projects of our schools division. We should always remember that we belong to one family where cooperation, unity, love, and respect reign. Lastly, thank you so much for your presence in this first virtual DemandCom with our new SDS. Let us always keep ourselves safe because SDO's first concern is your health and safety of everyone. God bless and more power to each and everyone.
Thank you very much, Sir Foz. And now, let's welcome our Administrative Officer, Madam Isabelita Sampayan, to present the participants to this MANCOM meeting.
Our latest schools division superintendent who have instilled in me the real essence of leadership yesterday by saying, I trust all of you. I trust my people. Saying further, because I know that you love your job and will serve with integrity, because our job is our source of sustenance. Sir Roger F. Capa, Sir Arnie, Sir Pines, Ma'am Au, Ma'am Piling, Acting Chief, Ma'am Nancy, everybody, I am honored to present all participants in this first Division MANCOM with SDS Capa. We have our Division key officials, our public schools district supervisors, our school administrators. We have the principals, school heads, TICs, and we also have teaching and non-teaching personnel in this first MANCOM with SDS Capa. Have a fruitful day ahead, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our Admin Officer 5, Mama Isabelita Sampayan, for presenting the participants of this meeting. And I request everyone to give a virtual clap for yourselves as proud members of the SDO Palawan Management Committee. And finally, long wait is over. Let's hear the inspirational message from the brilliant, humble, and optimistic SDS of Palawan, Sir Roger F. Capa, Ses of 6. Let's give him a virtual round of applause.
Sa lahat po ng mga kasangga at tulong po sa pagtaguyod ng dekalidad na edukasyon sa Division ng Palawan, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Unang-una, maraming salamat po for being with us this morning for our virtual Division Management Committee meeting, my first here in the Division of Palawan. And I'm honored na makasama kayo kahit virtual lang. At mahigit pa lamang po na isang buwan nung matanggap ko ang aking reassignment order sa Palawan at mahigit 2 linggo pa lamang po ako rito na maraming dahil nga po sa mga travel. And I know that the next few months would still be a period of adjustment for all of us. So please don't feel apprehensive about working with me. I came here not to compete with anybody, but to give my all in serving this division. Pumunta po ako rito hindi upang magbuhay hari o umastang hari. Pumunta po ako rito upang magtrabaho at maglingkod kasama kayo bilang mga opisyal ng division, bilang mga pinuno ng ating mga distrito at ng ating mga paaralan. Bilang pinuno ng ating mga paaralan, ng ating mga distrito, ng ating division, you are our very important partners in the implementation of all our programs and projects. Hindi po ako magtatagumpay kung wala po kayo, kung wala po ang tulong at suporta ninyo. Kaya't makakaasa po kayo na sa pakikipag-ugnayan at pakikipagtrabaho ko po sa inyo at sa paglilingkod ko sa ating division, babantayan ko po ang aking mga kilos at salita. You know, as a leader, I have always endorsed collaboration and teamwork among our people, among the people I've worked with. Lahat po sa atin ay may boses at lahat ay mahalaga. Hindi po nangangahulugan na porke ako ang inyong superintendent, ako na ang masusunod sa lahat ng oras at hindi na pakikinggan ang opinyon ng iba. Bukas po ang loob ko na makinig sa opinyon ng sinuman, anuman ang posisyon na hawak nila. Hindi po ako naging school head. Mula sa pagiging classroom teacher, na-promote kindergarten teacher, na-promote po ako bilang kindergarten supervisor hanggang naging ASDS at SDS. Kaya hindi po ganon kalawak ang experience ko sa pagmamanage ng mga school. Kaya alam ko po na mas marami sa inyo dito sa Division ng Palawan ang mas magaling pa kaysa sa akin. Hindi rin po ako PhD or EDD graduate. Passer lang po ako ng lahat ng exams. Hindi rin po perpekto ang aking English. In fact, people have to correct my grammar sometimes at kung minsan lumalabas din po ang pagka-Bisaya ko. Binabanggit ko po ito para sabihin sa inyo na hindi po porke ako ang inyong superintendent, ako na ang pinakamagaling sa inyong lahat. Nobody is perfect and nobody has the monopoly of knowledge in this world. Ang kahinaan ng isa ay pwedeng kalakasan ng iba. At ang kalakasan ng isa ay pwedeng kahinaan ng iba. So from now on, our goal in DepEd Palawan is to work as one big, happy family and serve one another with humility and respect. Naniniwala po ako na ang unang dapat taglayin ng isang leader, ng isang school head ay right attitude. Remember, our position only gives us authority. Pero ang ating attitude ang nagbibigay sa atin ng respeto at pagmamahal. Pangalawa, we ought to have a sense of humility. Ang posisyon nilalagay po sa puso, hindi sa ulo. Matuto po tayong magpakumbaba. Remember, humility will never diminish our personality and position. And only those who are insecure are not humble. In the implementation of our programs and projects, it takes not only the mind, but also the heart para po maging successful ito. Mas importante po ang puso kaysa utak sa pagbibigay solusyon sa ating mga problema. So teamwork, collaboration, right attitude, and commitment are what I ask and expect from everyone. Marami po tayong kakaharaping problema. Totoo po yan. Pero tandaan natin, unity is strength. Kasing laki man po ng barko ang ating problema, kasing lawak naman ng dagat ang solusyon kung may pagkakaisa ang lahat. Let us therefore work together and rise up para po maging maayos at maibigay natin ang serbisyong nararapat sa bawat mag-aaral ng Division of Palawan. Before I end, I would like to remind all of you bilang inyong superintendent at inyong kapamilya na as we confront our problems and challenges, as we work with passion and commitment, let us not forget that we can truly achieve our goals if we are sound in mind and body. Alagaan po ninyo ang inyong sarili. Take care of yourself so that you could also take care of your loved ones. They need you and you also need them. So love your family, love your teachers, love your learners, love your friends, love your work, but don't forget to love yourself. Maraming salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Truly, we are very much thankful. Kapamilya. Thank you, Sir Roger. And that concludes the part 1 of our MANCOM. We appreciated everyone for your active participation in our opening program. Matamang salamat. Now, kindly get your notes and ballpen, for we are now on the part 2 of our conference proper. If you need to take your personal needs, do it now. For within 3 minutes, you will take off. From the marble capital of the Philippines, fly to Asia's longest zip line. Take off to the last frontier and the best island destination of the world. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our school's division superintendent, Sir Roger F. Capa, Season 6, for the SDS Hour.
Magandang umaga po muli sa ating lahat.
Good morning, sir.
Morning po. Habang inaayos pa po ni Sir Kevin ang aking presentation, okay. Nais ko pong samantalahin ang pagkakataong ito para po i-launch ang ating programa na ipatutupad mula ngayon sa DepEd Palawan. Ito po ay ang DepEd Palawan maaasahan. Next slide po. Next slide. Maaasahan is a flagship program of the Schools Division of Palawan, which highlights the division-initiated projects and activities aligned to DepEd vision, mission, and core values. The program aims to transform Palawan into a division that puts premium to harmonious relationship among personnel, respect to each other, excellence, transparency, and timely and efficient delivery of services. The flagship program focuses on the following core components. M, maximum implementation of K-12 basic education program. This ensures the quality management of instruction in the implementation of basic education program in schools and learning centers in the division in whatever circumstances that may happen. Next, implementation of division reading program and other interventions in support of division learning modalities. Next, instructional management and supervision activities using the safest and most appropriate modality. Next, sa A is adequate learning resources. This ensures the reproduction and distribution of self-learning modules, learning gadgets, and other learning resources required in the implementation of modular distance learning, both print and non-print, online distance learning, and radio TV-based instructions. Next. Development of learning resources, printing and distribution of SLMs, distribution of tablets, and distribution of RBI equipment. Next slide. Yung sumunod na A, ito po yung active, resilient, and transparent governance. This covers the governance and operations of schools and learning centers and ensures a conducive environment for the teaching learning process to take place despite the presence of COVID-19. School-based management, school monitoring and evaluation, disaster risk reduction, and next slide po, learners and personnel health and safety, repair and maintenance of school facilities, pupil and student government, gulayan sa paaralan, greening and cleaning program, fair and transparent ranking and hiring process. Nais ko pong bigyang din itong huling slide, na kailangang magkaroon po tayo ng fair and transparent ranking and hiring process maging sa ating mga promotion. Kailangan po sumunod tayo sa guidelines. Lalong-lalo na po sa mga promotion natin at sa pag-hire ng mga new teachers at maging sa pag-hire ng ating mga non-teaching personnel. Sa non-teaching personnel po, alam naman po natin na top 5 ang basihan natin. Hindi po nangangahulugan na nag-number 1 ka pag non-teaching, ikaw na ang ma-hire. As long as nasa top 5, pwede po kayong ma-hire. Meron pong tinatawag na wide latitude of discretion ang appointing authority. At ano po ang basihan niyan? Dahil po sa tinatawag nating trust and confidence. Naalala ko po yung sinabi ni Secretary Luis noon. We do not hire for skills. We hire for attitude. At kapag non-teaching, baka po may magsabi na pag number 1, pupunta po sa atin at sasabihin, i-promote niyo ako, number 1 ako. Let us be clear here. Promotion is not a right. It is earned. Tanda po natin yan. Isa pa pong advice natin sa ating lahat, sa ating mga school heads, at sa ating mga guro, please do not chase promotion. Huwag po tayong habol ng habol. Anything that is being chased runs away. Lahat po ng hinahabol ay tumatakbo. Kaya nga po tumatakbo dahil hinahabol. Instead of chasing your promotion, you attract promotion. And how can you attract promotion? Una, mag-aral. Pangalawa, magpakita ng magandang performance. At pangatlo, magpakita ng magandang attitude sa trabaho at sa katrabaho. Promotion din po is the art of timing. Pag hindi po yan ninyo nakuha ngayon, maaaring sa susunod. And don't despair. If it is really for you, it will be yours at the right time, at the right place, and for the right reasons. Okay? Next slide po. Yung pangatlo pong A, approachable and affectionate officials and personnel in the school's division office of Palawan. This orders all SDO officials and personnel to accommodate the concerns of SDO clients with highest form of respect, integrity, and transparency with the strict observance of RA 9485, Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007, and RA 11032, or Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. Dito po sa Division Office, mula ngayon, bawal po ang nakasimangot. Yung mga nagtatransact po sa DO, dapat isipin natin, are not interruption to our job. They are the reasons why we have a job. Silang po ang dahilan kung bakit meron tayong trabaho, yung mga nagtatransact sa atin. So sa ilalim po nito ay ang Citizens Charter Implementation. Next slide po. Clients feedback monitoring, open door policy, no sohol palakasan, whatever you call it. Whatever you call it. Next, sa ilalim po ng S, yung swift release of salary and other benefits of our personnel. This ensures early release of all forms of benefits for all teaching and non-teaching personnel. Delay shall not be part of the vocabulary of sections and units that are responsible in processing the salary and benefits of all personnel, regardless of status. I have a lot of empathy po sa mga nadidelay ang sweldo. Because when I was a newly hired teacher, many years ago, it took our division office 1 year to process and release my salary. At doon ko po nalaman na ang pinakamasaklap na mangyari sa isang guro ay magturo ng kumakalam ang sikmura. At yan po ang naging pinagtutuunan ko ng pansin mula pa noong ako'y nasa Division of Romblon hanggang malipat sa Division of Occidental Mindoro at ngayon naman po ay sa Division of Palawan. Masaya po ako na pinupost ang mga updates sa mga sweldo at benepisyo natin sa Facebook. Kaya nga po, marami po kayong friend request, ang iba sa inyo, but I could no longer add all of you as friends on Facebook. Hindi ko rin po ma-accept na lahat ng friend request because I have reached the maximum number of friends on Facebook. So, i-follow nyo na lamang po ako for you to be updated with whatever I post on Facebook. Karamihan po na pinupost ko ay ang tungkol sa ating division, sa sweldo at benepisyo at sa mga bagong mga updates, programs, and projects natin. Kasabay din po ng maagap na pag-release ng mga sweldo at benepisyo ay ang pagre-remind sa ating mga guro at sa ating mga personnel ng tungkol sa financial literacy. Alarming na po kahit saan, ayon kay Secretary Briones, yung increasing deaths of teacher. Yun na po ay nagiging concern na ngayon. So, payuhan po natin ang ating mga personnel, ang ating mga guro na i-manage ng mabuti ang kanilang finances, no? Share ko lamang po yung nangyari sa Division of Ilocos a few years back. Siguro nabalitaan nyo rin po ito tungkol sa isang guro na nabaon sa utang hanggang hindi na makapagbayad. Dahil doon paglabas niya ng gate ng school, binaril po siya. Pati po yung nakasabay lamang niya na lumabas ng gate ay tinamaan din ng bala. So ano po ang lesson dito? Huwag po tayong basta sumasabay sa hindi nagbabayad ng utang. Joke lamang po yun. Ang ibig ko pong sabihin ay magkaroon po tayo ng financial literacy. It is our spending habit and not our salary that will make us financially well. Okay? Next slide po. Okay, next slide. Yung pang-apat na A sa maasahan, advanced technology integration. This ensures that all activities and processes in the division are at par with the trends of the 21st century through the application of modern information and communication technology. Sa ilalim po nito, ang ating school computerization program, ang DepEd computerization program, e-governance, online transaction, virtual activities, use of advanced technology and systems in data gathering, reporting, filing, recording, and other processes. Time in task compliance, biometric, and face recognition. Next slide po. Yung 8, harmonious relationship among internal and external stakeholders. This strengthens the relationships and collaboration of education partners and stakeholders and mobilizes resources to support the programs and projects of the schools and of the SDO. Napakahalaga po na magkaroon tayo ng harmonious relationship ng ating mga stakeholders. Because when we develop good relationship with our stakeholders, everything just falls into place. Maging maayos po ang ating samahan at ang ating pakikitungo sa ating mga stakeholders, sa ating mga guro, sa lahat. Lalong-lalo na ang ating mga school heads sapagkat kayo po ang humaharap sa kanila. Huwag pong magsisimangot, huwag magsisinoplada, huwag magsisinoplado, lalong-lalo na po kung hindi naman po kagandahan. Ito po ang ating tandaan. Kapag hindi naman po kagandahan, huwag nang mag-inarte, magpakabait na lamang po. Para po maging maayos ang samahan natin sa ating paaralan, sa ating pamayanan. Gamitin din po natin ang ating karisma upang madala ang mga magagandang proyekto sa ating paaralan. Okay? Next slide po. Yung panghuling A po natin, accurate and accelerated reporting process. This ensures the systematic and prompt preparation and submission of all forms of reports despite the presence of geographical challenges and online communication problems in the division. Accurate and fast data gathering procedures, on-time submission of required reports, data-driven and research-based planning and reporting. Alam niyo naman po, sa DepEd, tayo po ay mga taga-Russia, palaging RAS, at taga-Argentina, urgent. So kailangan po, may nakahanda na tayong mga data na kung minsan naman po ang mga data ay pabalik-balik lang na hinihingi ng central, ng region, kaya kailangan po naka-impact na rin yung ating mga data. At kung wala pa man po, siguraduhin natin na pag mag-call up ng data, uunahin po natin ang pag-submit ng mga needed reports. Okay? Next. The N, nurtured and capacitated teaching and non-teaching personnel. This ensures continuous professional development among personnel through various activities using alternative platforms. Through these activities, personnel are capacitated, updated, and informed on the trends and development in the division and in the implementation of basic education. Alam niyo po, the success of any education system greatly relies on the competence of our teachers and personnel. No? Kung minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng mga marami pa sa atin ang mga untrained teachers. Meron din po tayong mga unmotivated teaching and non-teaching personnel. Bilang school heads, kailangan po natin silang i-motivate. Kailangan po natin silang i-encourage at i-inspire. As school heads, as school leaders, huwag na po kayong makipagkompetensya sa inyong mga guro. Huwag po kayong may insecure kapag may nakita kayong teacher na sa tingin ninyo ay mas magaling sa inyo. Natural lang po yan dahil sinabi ko po early on, nobody has the monopoly of knowledge in this world. Natural lang po na may mas magaling sa atin. No? At mas masarap po magtrabaho kung wala pong tensyon, kung walang banggaan, kung walang samaan ng loob, kung walang away, at mas masarap magtrabaho kung masaya ang lahat. So tandaan po ninyo, huwag tayong makipagkompetensya sa ating mga guro, sa ating mga kasamahan, sa ating mga katrabaho. Ang ikompetensya po natin ay ang ating mga sarili. Kompetensyahin po natin ang ating mga sarili na kung nakagawa tayo ng mabuti ngayon, sikapin natin na susunod, mas mabuti pang ang ating gagawin sa ating trabaho. Okay? Alam niyo po, itong ating mga programa at proyekto na ipatutupad sa Division of Palawan ay hindi po magagawa ng superintendent lamang. It cannot be done by me alone. It takes all of us to get the work done. Yes, there will be problems. There will be obstacles. But I believe that there will be you and I, and together we will face those problems triumphantly. Inuulit ko po, hindi po mahirap makipagtrabaho sa akin. It is easy to work with me. I'm hardworking, flexible, and a team player. Hindi ko po hinahangad na ako'y maging inyong nido, the world's number one. Hindi ko rin po hinahangad na ako'y inyong maging Pepsi, the choice of the new generation. Gusto ko lamang po na ako'y inyong maging Rexona because I won't let you down. Tandaan po ninyo yan. Inuulit ko, I won't let you down. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga pong muli sa ating lahat.
Wow! Maaasahan, the new Schools Division of Palawan flagship program. Once again, may emphasize or highlight the presentation of Sir Roger. So maaasahan means M for maximum implementation of K-12 basic education program. A, adequate learning resources. Another A, active, resilient, and transparent governance. Another, the fourth A, approachable and affectionate officials and personnel in the schools division office. And S, for swift release of salary and other benefits. A, advanced technology integration. H, harmonious relationship among internal and external stakeholders. And A, accurate and accelerated reporting process. And N, nurtured and capacitated teaching and non-teaching personnel. So take note mga kasama, maaasahan ang mga taga-Palawan. So we wish sir for a great success of this our new flagship program. Don't worry sir, Rexona rin kami, will not let you down. So thank you again Sir Roger. So at this juncture, may I call in the champion of alternative learning system. Kapag ALS ka, naiiba ka. Kapag naiiba ka, ALS ka. The very approachable OIC ASDS Serafino B. Foz for his concern.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Gusto ko lang pong ipaalam sa inyo ang naging accomplishment report natin mula ng January up to present. Itong mga accomplishment report ay nagawa po natin dahil sa ating mga pagtutulong-tulong at trust sa ating mga kasamahan. Ika nga, in unity and cooperation, there is always success. So ito po yung ating accomplishment ng Division Office from January today. Request for reclassification of positions forwarded to the regional office for approval. Andoon na po ito sa regional office at kasalukuyang kanila pong tinitingnan ang completeness ng mga documents. Teacher 2 to 3, we have 153 po ang nakapending doon sa regional office na na-submit na po ng ating division office. Head teacher 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, there are 47, 27 elementary, and 20 in the junior high school. Master teachers 1 and 2, we have 44, 37 in the elementary, and 7 in the junior high school. Next slide, please. Approved reclassification of positions with NOSCA. Ito po yung may budget na sila na na-approve from the regional office. Elementary, for teacher 2 position, we have 9. Ito po ay may NOSCA na at pwede na po silang mag-submit ng documents for appointment. For teacher 3, we have 49, a total of 58 in the elementary level. Next slide. For junior high school, teacher 2, 4. Teacher 3, 13. Head Teacher 2, 1. Head Teacher 5, 1. Master Teacher 1. Ito po yung mga naibalik na gusto ko pong i-clear sa inyo na ito po yung mga naibalik na ng region sa atin at kasalukuyang ginagawa na po ng appointment for transfer na po natin sa civil service. Next slide. Approved reclassification of positions waiting for copy of NOSCA Elementary. Ito naman po yung na-submit na natin sa regional office, but then naibalik na nila dito, approved na po ito, at nag-aantay na lang po tayo ng NOSCA from DBM. So pag dumating po ang NOSCA, tatawagan na po natin yung mga concerned teachers na mag-comply na po ng mga requirements for appointment. Waiting na po sila for NOSCA. Teacher 2, 3, Teacher 3, 24, Head Teacher 1, 13, Head Teacher 2, 3, Master Teacher 1. A total of 44 for the elementary. For junior high school, we have Teacher 2, 3, Teacher 3, 9. Head Teacher 2, 1, Head Teacher 3, 3, Head Teacher 4, 1, Master Teacher 1, 2. A total of 19. Ito naman po yung mga attested appointments from civil service. Ito po yung mga na-approve na from the civil service. At yung iba na appointment ay andito pa po, hindi pa ninyo makuha, gawa ng pandemic po tayo at hindi may marami mga travel restrictions. Principal 1, 5. Principal 2, 2. Principal 3, 6. Principal 4, 1. Head Teacher 1, 7. Head Teacher 2, 3. Head Teacher 3, 8. Master Teacher 1, 21. Master Teacher 2, 5. Teacher 3, 93. Teacher 2, 16. A total of 167. Next slide. For junior high school, we have Principal 1, 2, Principal 2, 1, Principal 4, 1, Head Teacher 1, 9, Head Teacher 2, 5, Head Teacher 3, 2, Head Teacher 4, 1, Head Teacher 5, 1, Teacher 3, 68, Teacher 2, 20, a total of 110. For senior high school, we have Assistant Principal 2, 1, Teacher 2, 4, a total of 5. Ito pong ating mga foreign class na mga master teachers, tayo po ay by district po ang paggawa natin. I-inform ko lang po ang lahat na kasalukuyan po kasi na nag-positive COVID ang in charge of the reclass for master teacher. Hindi po natin magagalaw ang kanyang mga documents sa taas kasi po kailangan baka maghalo-halo at mawala ang mga documents. But rest assured, pagkatapos niya po, magdo-double time po siya, talagan po natin siya ng additional na tao upang sa ganoon may forward na natin sa regional office ang kanilang mga documents. Anyway, may napadala na tayo na 57 na galing sa 2 distrito na napadala na po sa region for assessment and evaluation of the documents. I would like to take this opportunity na may announce sa atin kasi by July, opening na po ang klase. Meron lang po tayong concern sa ranking of teacher 1 for school year 2021-2022. Hindi pa po natin magagawa ang demonstration and interview of teacher applicants dahil madami po tayong travel restrictions. And we are still waiting for other districts na mai-forward nila dito ang kanilang pre-evaluation of the documents of the new applicants, i-forward po ninyo dito ang initial result. So we will be able to know kung ilan talaga yung inyong na-evaluate in the district. Ito na lang po yung hindi nakakapag-submit. Sorry po, babanggitin ko na lang para mapadali po naman. Alam ko naman at naiintindihan ko po na with travel restrictions, medyo mahirap nga tayo ngayong mag-communicate. But I advise all the PSDSs na i-email po natin siya kay Ma'am Sheila Grada para po ma-include na, and by next week, lalabas na po tayo ng memo on the conduct of the demonstration teaching and the interview. This will be done in your own district. May mga district po tayong ikla-cluster para depende po sa dami ng ating applicants para mapabilis. The district will decide whether ito ay gagawin nilang face-to-face o virtual. But I suggest na gawin po ninyo itong virtual para hindi po tayo para nakakasunod po tayo sa protocols ng ating mga local government unit. Mag-create po tayo ng committee per district na sila pong magtataguyod at magko-conduct ng interview at demonstration teaching. Pwede naman po silang mag-demo virtually. No? So, ganun po ang ating gagawin para wala po masabi sa atin ang ating mga IATF na mga opisyalis. So, ito po ang inaantay na lang natin. District with no submitted initial ranking, Aborla North submitted but with incomplete data. Punuin nyo na po yung template except EPT, demo, at interview. Pero all the others, pwede na po ninyong lagyan. Please, patulong po kayo sa mga assigned AO in your district. Balabak, Batarasa 1, Busuanga, submitted but incomplete data. Cagayan Silio, Coron Inland, Culion, submitted but incomplete data. Cuyo, submitted but incomplete data. El Nido del Norte, Linapacan, Magsaysay, Rojas Central, and Taytay 1. Nauunawaan ko po kayo kung bakit hindi pa kayo nakakapag-submit dahil alam na po naman natin ang ating sitwasyon ngayong pandemic. But please, kung po pwede, ma-email ninyo, email lang ninyo yung result of the initial ranking in your district. Ang bakante lang po ay demo, interview, at EPT. Ang EPT po, may I remind our district supervisors and magiging in charge ng ranking. Ang EPT po ay 2 years po bago mag-lapse yan. So yung mga nakakuha last year, pwede pa po silang hindi kumuha sa ngayon. Rojas Central. Rojas Central, andito na rin. O, nakahabol. Nabanggit ko kanina yung Rojas Central. Andito na po, nakasabit na, nakahabol na po sila. So ito po yung ating concern na by next week maglalabas na po tayo ng memo for our demonstration teaching and interview. No, so tulong-tulong po tayo. Ang kailangan lang po natin ay pangunawa, pagmamahal, at pagtutulungan. And before I end, gusto ko pong ibahagi sa inyo ang isang statement o ang isang quote na ganito lang. When there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Sir Fines, for the update on the promotions, and hope we put all your reminders into action. #Depid Palawan maasahan. And now, we are very much thankful for leading our division office in a few months. Our dear administrator, to discuss to us Depid Order number 18, Series 2021, interim guidelines of giving awards and recognition in the light of basic education learning continuity plan of the school year 2020-2021. DepEd Memorandum Number 30, Series 2021, clarification on the recognition of academic excellence awardees, per DepEd Order Number 36, Series 2021. DepEd Order Number 27, Series 2021, conduct of the K-12 education program and of the school year rights for school year 2020-2021 in light of COVID-19 public health emergency. My co-administrators and leaders, please all welcome our OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Arnaldo Garcia Ventura.
Sir Roger F. Capa, to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Rufino Foz, to our Chiefs, Ma'am Aurelia Marquez, headed by or represented by Ma'am Nancy Alaska, and of course to our SGOD Chief, Ma'am Felina Padrones, to all education program supervisors, all division personnel, PSDS, my dear school heads, to all of you, a pleasant morning. This time I am going to give you some updates for this management. I am going to discuss with you the three DepEd orders, which is also the contents of my presentation. The DepEd Order number 27, series of 2021, DepEd Orders number 18, series of 2021, and DepEd Order 30, series of 2021. For DepEd Order number 27, series of 2021, that is all about the conduct of the K-12 basic education program and of school year rights for school year 2020-2021 in light of COVID-19 public health emergency. In this DepEd order, that is all about the conduct of end of school year rights for kindergarten, grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12 for school year 2020-21, including 2019-2020 learners in ALS Elementary and Junior High School and first batch of ALS Senior High School. In this DepEd order, we are going to discuss the procedures or the process of the year-end rights for kindergarten, grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12. That is for school year 2020-21. And of course, the batch of 2019-2020 of the alternative learning system for elementary and secondary level. And of course, here in the division of Palawan, we will be having a first batch of alternative learning system senior high school graduates, and that is in Dumaran Island. In this year's year-end rights, the theme is kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, or in English, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. That is the theme of the year-end rights. And the quarter 4 shall end on July 10, 2021. Okay, that is the end of the quarter 4, July 10, 2021, while on July 12 to 16, that is the date of holding the end of school year rights. Schools and community learning centers are given the discretion to select the date for holding the year's end of school year rights. It's up to the district supervisors or to the school heads kung ano pong date nila gaganapin ang kanilang end of school year rights. That is intended for schools and community learning centers, both elementary and secondary, or junior high school and senior high school. It is also stated in this DepEd Order number 27, series of 2021, that private schools may implement the schedule as reflected in their respective calendar. Schools and CLC shall abide the applicable guidelines and protocols set by the DOH, IATF, and the Office of the President in the light of COVID-19 pandemic. And should the public health situation prevent the conduct of the year, end of school year rights within the said week, schools in consultation with the PTA may choose to reschedule or forego the activity. Sabi dito, there is a need to consult or there should have a consultation with the PTA para sila po ang pipili kung ano ang schedule ng kanilang end of school year rights within that week. And private schools shall be guided by their approved school calendar or revised school calendar. As we all know po, mas una pong nagbukas ng klase ang mga private schools, kaya they shall be guided by their approved school calendar or revised school calendar. And to ensure the protection of health and safety of learners, teachers and personnel, as well as parents and other stakeholders, any face-to-face ceremony is not allowed. Okay, it is also stated and binigyan po na emphasis in DepEd Order number 27 series 2021, there should be no face-to-face ceremony. Hindi po pinapayagan ang face-to-face ceremony. Bakit po? In order to ensure the protection of the health and safety of learners, teachers, and personnel. Virtual conduct of the end of school year rights may be an option for schools and CLCs whenever feasible. Schools and CLCs may prepare a short program that will run in less than 2 hours to consider the internet connectivity that will be consumed. Okay. Virtual conduct of the end of school year rights, and that is only an option for schools and CLCs kung kinakailangan. Ano po, may power or may option ang CLCs and the school kung gusto na mag-conduct ng virtual end of school year rights, and that will run in less than 2 hours. Ano, dapat po hindi po siya bababa or lalampas ng 2 hours ang lahat ng graduation or end of school year rights ceremonies. Dapat po ay less than 2 hours. Kasi po, we have to consider the internet connectivity that will be consumed. The schools have the discretion to broadcast live the virtual end of school year rights through appropriate social media platforms. The school shall secure the consent of the parents and learners before doing such broadcast. Ibig sabihin, sabi nga, we need to consult the PTA or the parents para ipaalam sa kanila or papayag sila na magkaroon ng broadcast or virtual ceremonies ang ating mga school para sa end of school year rights. The schools have the discretion to broadcast live virtual end of school year rights through appropriate social media. That is all about DepEd Order number 27 series of 2021. Dumako na po tayo sa DepEd Order number 18 series of 2021. In this DepEd Order, which is entitled Interim Guidelines on Giving of Awards and Recognition in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021. That is all about giving of awards and recognition. In this DepEd Order, the following table provides the award to be suspended and the awards to be recognized for the school year 2020-2021. Okay, there are some awards na isususpend and some awards po na re-recognize. What are the awards to be suspended? For academic excellence, awards for grades 1 to 5. Okay, sa elementary po, awards for grades 1 to 5, all academic excellence awards for grades 1 to 5 will be suspended. For the secondary, junior high school, or for the junior high school, all academic excellence awards for grades 7 to 9 also suspended. And for senior high school, all academic awards for grade 11 shall also be suspended. And for the classroom award, performance award for kindergarten, conduct awards, and recognition for perfect attendance also be suspended. For grade level awards, for example, leadership awards for outstanding performance in specific disciplines, awards for work immersion, awards for research or innovations, or awards for club or organization achievement, that is also suspended. And also the special recognition. Okay, I just want to repeat, the awards to be suspended from grades 1 to 5, grades 7 to 9, and grades 11, all academic excellence award for those grade levels will be suspended. And classroom awards, grade level awards, and the special recognition are also suspended. How about naman, ano po yung awards na i-recognize sa end of school year rights? All academic excellence awards for graduating or moving up learners from grade 6, 10, and grade 12 only. Ang bibigyan lang po natin ng Academic Excellence Awards ay lahat po ng mga graduating or moving up learners ng grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12. For this slide, it shows the specific Academic Excellence Award given to learners who meet the following cut-off grades. Ano na po yung different awards na ibibigay natin sa mga estudyante na nakakuha ng honors sa grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12. Okay. With the highest honors or may pinakamataas na karangalan, those students who obtained 98 to 100% of their grades, average, may pinakamataas na karangalan or with highest honor. For with high honors or may mataas na karangalan, those students naman po na nakakuha ng 95 to 97. For with honors or may karangalan, those learners or students who obtain 90 to 94% average of their grades. That is provided in DepEd Order number 36, series of 2016 on awards and awards committee shall be organized by the school head in every school for its grade level, grade 6, 10, and 12. Okay, those honors po yung with highest honor, with high honors, and with honors. That is provided or stated in DepEd Order number 36, series of 2016. And we remind all schools that you should create awards committee or organize an awards committee. And the school head, awards committee should be organized for that particular school year for its grade level. Awards committee for grade 6, awards committee for grade 10, and awards committee for grade 12. Also stated in this DepEd order, the awards that must be received by the awardees. Awardees in grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12 shall receive medals from the school bearing the official seal of the Department of Education as stated po in DepEd Order number 10 or number 63, series of 2011. Schools are required to follow the specification to ensure the quality of medals and uphold the prestige of the award. Okay, ano po yung mga award or medal, klase ng medal that we are going to give to all grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12 learners na nakakuha po ng karangalan? Ito po, okay, Academic Excellence Award for the with highest honor, a gold medal, with high honors, a silver medal, for with honors, a bronze medal. And there is a technical specifications for these medals. For example, medal with DepEd seal consistent with the guidelines set in the DepEd Order Number 31, Series of 2019, the Department of Education Service Marks and Visuality Identity Manual. Ang diameter size po, it should be 6 cm and the weight is 30 grams. Ribbon with 1 inch and ribbon color depending on region. Depende po sa kulay ng regional ng Mimaropa region kung ano po yung kulay ng ribbon. Okay, sabi blue and pink or dark pink or fuchsia pink. Blue and fuchsia pink. Okay, how about conducting the awarding ceremonies? The awarding ceremony shall be held virtually to conform with the present ruling of IATF. School shall reiterate and communicate with the parents and learners that health and safety protocols is the top priority. Okay, our top priority or our main consideration, of course, laging health and safety ng ating mga learners, ng ating mga teachers, parents, and other stakeholders. On the announcement of awardees, schools shall observe their compliance with the Data Privacy Act by ensuring that no personal information shall be posted without parents' informed consent. Ano po, you are not allowed to post the names of the awardees sa social media, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, or kahit sa anong platform. We are not allowed kasi we have to observe or to comply with the Data Privacy Act. If we will post those data of our learners, there should be consent from their parents. Dapat po inform po tayo, alam po ng parents na yung mga personal information of our learners shall be posted in the social media. Pero kung hindi po nila alam, dapat hindi po tayo magpo-post ng mga information na yon. Kasi that is non-compliance with the Privacy Act. Okay, second, the program run in less than 2 hours. Yan po ang sabi natin, virtual ceremony should be run, in less than 2 hours to consider the internet connectivity that will consume. Only the awardees, their parents or guardians, teachers, and school administrators will be present during the virtual awarding ceremony. Limitado po ang tao na attend sa ating virtual ceremony. Okay, kasama parents or guardians, teachers, the school administrators will be present during the awarding ceremony. The school has discretion to broadcast live the virtual awarding ceremonies through appropriate social media platform. The school shall secure the consent of the parents and learners before doing such broadcast. Kaya mahalaga po na yung consultation, inuulit po natin, there should have a consultation with the parents before we conduct virtual awarding ceremonies. For the last DepEd order, which is DepEd Order Number 20, Series of 2030, or DepEd Order Number 30, Series of 2021. That is all about clarifications on the recognition of Academic Excellence Awardees for DepEd Order 36, Series of 2016. That is only a clarifications on the recognition of Academic Excellence Awardees. The announcement of winners who have been awarded Academic Excellence, di ba, meron tayong with honors, with high honors, and with highest honors must be in alphabetical order within categories, not from highest to lowest average grades within categories. For example, given 3 learners awarded with honors. Okay. For example, name of learners, Aragon Margarita, her average grade is 92. De la Cruz Juana, her average grade is 91. And Zaragoza Jessa, her average grades is 94. Okay, ang gagamitin po natin, it should be alphabetical order within categories, not based on average grade. Dapat po alphabetical. Tulad po dito, mas nauna si Aragon, followed by De La Cruz, and last, Zaragoza. Kahit ang average ni Zaragoza is 94, still siya pa rin ang nasa last kasi ang kanya pong surname o apelyido ay letter Z dapat sa hulihan. Kaya alphabetically arranged po ang ating ang pag-arrange po ng honors, okay, ng ating mga awardees. That's all about those 3 DepEd orders na relevant po sa conduct ng end of school year rights for 2020-2021. Thank you very much po. Mabuhay.
Thank you so much, Sir Arnie, for that insightful presentation and thorough discussion on the DepEd orders. So, dear mga kapatid, please be guided always by our DepEd orders. And now we will proceed to the issues and concerns of every sections of the OSDS. Every presenter is given a maximum of 10 minutes to present. So here's the sequence of the presenter. So first to present is the accounting section by our division accountant, Ma'am Chita D. Umali, followed by the budget section by our budget officer, Ma'am Luminda L. Flores. And the third presenter is the administrative section, represented by our AO5, Ma'am Isabelita A. Sampayan. And the last but not the least is the personnel section by our division HR, Ma'am Cheryl Lagrada.
Good morning po sa ating Schools Division Superintendent, kay Sir Roger Capa, sa ating dalawang Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Fino Foz and Sir Arnie Ventura, sa ating dalawang chiefs, kay Ma'am Marquez and Ma'am Padrones, at sa lahat po ng participants, magandang umaga po. Ito po yung aking issues and concern. Sa accounting lang po ito, no? Yung topic po ng special hardship allowance of public school teachers. Ito po ang legal basis natin, NBC 514, series of 2007, RA 4673, Magna Carta for public school teachers, and DepEd DBM Joint Circular number 1 series of 2021. Yan na po yung latest ngayon na i-discuss po yan. Magkakandak pa po ng orientation regarding po dyan sa mga computation, kung ano po yung mga baseline. Ano po? So yung mga key player po, yung administrative officer, kasi po as per orientation, ang preparation po ng payroll ay talaga po sa mga administrative officer. So to be forwarded to school bookkeepers and syempre po sa division office. Pero dapat po alam ni school head sa ni PSDS. Ano po kasi yung mga entitled. So yung recommendation po doon and agreement. So yung basis po ng computation based po sa DepEd DBM Joint Circular number 1 series of 2021 ay yun pong hardship. Nag-develop po sila ng hardship index. So ano po ang basis ng hardship index natin doon? Diniscuss po yun po ay base po sa isa-submit po nating report ng mga schools sa BEIS. Kaya po napapansin po ninyo kung gaano po kakulit yung ating planning office. Ano po? Sa pagsasubmit ng ating BEIS. Dapat po accurate po talaga ang ating mga data na nakalagay doon. Ano po? So yung pangalawa po, magkakandak pa po kami ng orientation to be scheduled kasi po hindi daw po pwede ngayong June. So baka July na po ang schedule ng orientation regarding po doon sa hardship, sa pag-compute po ng hardship. Diba? Ang next po ay yung validity of obligations and disbursement for the budgetary items in the 4-year 2021 GEA. So yun po ay may memorandum na Office of Undersecretary ng Finance na number 2021-0413 and DBM reference number 2021 BF 0046548 dated June 10, 2021. Yung sa DBM po na yan, ayan po yung sulat ng DBM sa ating secretary. Ano po? So yun pa rin po yung mga key player natin, school head, syempre po kasi MOE po. So ang ating magiging agreement po dyan, nag-create po kami ng submission of online MOE liquidation. Dahil po di po ba ang bottleneck natin ngayon ay yung COVID-19, yung pandemic. So talaga pong ang hirap ng submission ng mga original. Pero po, ang nire-require po namin dapat po dun sa link ay isasubmit po yung buong supporting documents para ma-process na rin po namin ang second downloading. Ano po? Ang sunod po, kahapon po, late evening na po, meron pong na-share sa group namin yung release ng additional MOE allocation. Ito po ang purpose for minimum health standards for public schools. Yun din po yung Office of Undersecretary ng Finance 2021-0299. So yan din po mga school heads, school bookkeepers, disbursing officer, division office. So ang details po, isi-share ko na lang po later. Ano po, kasi masyado po marami. So ano pong purpose dito sa pag-discuss ko ngayon? Ano po ba ang kailangan nating i-update? Siyempre, panibago pong budget po yan, di ba? So we need to update our SLCP, WFP, and APP. Ano po? So, si Sir Capa po yesterday, pag may mini-mention po ako sa kanya na mga expenditure, ang sinasabi niya po ay nasa WFP ba natin? Yun ang lagi niyang tinatanong sa akin. So, we need po to update our WFP, SLCP, and APP. Ano po? Kasi yun naman po ang purpose ay minimum health standards for public schools. Alam na rin po natin, alam ko po na sa SLCP na natin yan. So mag-update na lang po tayo ng WFP. Ano po kung ano yung mga activity na dapat siya papasok. So next slides po. Ayan po. Yung sa validity po ng ating MOE, this refers to the validity of obligations and disbursement for the budgetary items in the 4-year 2021 GAA. As clarified by the Department of Budget and Management through the attached letter dated June 10, yung po yung mini-mention ko kanina, the implementation, disbursement, and or payment period of the prior 4-year 2021 appropriations provided under Section 62 of FY 2021 General Provision shall be observed as follows. So yung for 2021 po na budget natin, yung MOE po ng mga schools, doon po tayo focus. Ano po? So yung obligations po ay dapat hanggang December 31, 2021. Ano po? So yung katulad po, parang nangyari na po natin ito sa atin. So ano po ang magiging effect po nito sa mga schools? Unang-una po, dapat magsiset na naman po tayo ng deadlines for submission ng ating liquidation. Ano po? So, kung makapag-submit, kunyari po kasi di pa may bottleneck po tayo ngayon na hindi tayo makapag-download on time because of ito nga COVID. Ano po? So, masyado na rin po tayong late ngayon na as i-scrutinize po natin yung downloading natin, masyado na po tayong delay. Ano po? So, ano po magiging effect itong guidelines na ito? Ang magiging effect po nito, kung makakasabit, kunyari po, hindi pa natin nakukuha yung last quarter natin, ang magiging effect po natin ito, kung makapag-submit po tayo sa deadline na i-agree natin, pwede po siyang ipa-obligate kay budget. Ano po? So, ang magiging payment po ng division and downloading ay hanggang March 31, 2022. Pero ang purpose po ng budget na yon ay for 2021 na hindi po natin na-implement. So yun po, kaya sabi ko po sa inyo lagi i-update po natin ang SLCP, WFP, and APP. Kung ano po yung mga activities natin na hindi natin nagawa ng 2021 pero meron pa po tayong naiiwan na budget na hindi na-download sa atin. Ano po? Pwede pa po siyang ipa-implement ng 2022. So ang crucial lang po dito kasi ang nangyari po sa atin, nakapag-release po kami ng 2022 pero ang mga resibo po ninyo 2021 invalid po yun. Magiging invalid po yung inyong liquidation. So kung mag-release po kami ng 2022, dapat po lahat ng resibo natin, attachment sa liquidation, ay for the year 2022. Ano po? Yun ang babayaran natin sa 2022. Example ko na lang po dyan, mga job orders natin, di po ba? So nag-serve po sila ng last quarter. So ano po ang gagawin natin dyan? Tapos wala na tayong budget dahil hindi natin sila nabayaran. So ang mangyayari po dyan, ang date ng payment, 2022 din. ng mga previous years. Ano po, wag po tayo magbabayad ng 2021 kung ang release po namin ay 2022. Ano po, the Central Office, Regional Offices, School Division Offices, and attached agencies are hereby reminded that under Section 2 of Executive Number 91, Series of 2019, any unreleased appropriations and unobligated allotment, as well as unpaid obligations and undisbursed funds at the end of its validity shall revert to the National Treasury and shall not available for expenditure except by subsequent legislative enactment, emphasize supply. Thus, the validity of the FY 2021 JAA shall be strictly observed and complied with. Yan pong except na yon, ito pong except ng subsequent legislative enactment, di po ba katulad before, December na po sila nagbibigay ng, pwede niyong gamitin yung inyong unobligated, continuing po tayo ngayon. So late na rin po, wag po tayong aasa kasi naglabas na rin po ang DBM ng guidelines. Ano po? Yan lang po. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you, Ma'am Chair.
Okay po.
And now the budget section, Ma'am Lisel Flores.
Yes, Sir John, thank you very much. Glory to God for this wonderful day. My salute and good morning to our dear SDS, Sir Roger F. Capa CISO 6, sa kanyang napakagandang adhikain. Yes, DepEd, Palawan, maaasahan. Good morning also sa ating dalawang ASDS, Sir Arnie Ventura and Sir Fine Foz. Sa ating dalawang chief, kay Ma'am Au, of the CID, and Ma'am Piling Padrones of SGOD. Good morning. Sa lahat po ng ating mga supervisors, PSDSs, school heads, of course, sa ating division administrator, administrative officer, kay Ma'am Isabelita Sampayan. Good morning. And the rest of the participants of today's first virtual ManComWed SDS Capa. Magandang araw po sa lahat. So it seems 10 minutes ko po ay i-consume ko to show you my 14 slides for the PowerPoint presentation ng aking graphical and both graphical and figures para sa ating budgetary updates. So here it is. In support po sa adhikain ng ating SDS for the DepEd Palawan, maasahan in line with the transparent governance. So the status of report for the current appropriation po natin, ito po yung fiscal year 2021 GAA. Meron po tayong percentage of utilization for a total of 41%. So inaasahan po natin na with this month of June, which is second quarter, dapat tayo po ay maka 50% na. But because of this pandemic, may mga hindi po inaasang, alam na po natin ang kadahilanan. Some of us ay nasa home quarantine, kaya ang mga galawan ng ating mga papel ay medyo nagkaroon po ng hindrance. So ano po ba yung coverage ng 41% na to? Here it is, yung mga PPAs, which is the PPA under the 347, the elementary, kinder to grade 6. So, ang imuwi po natin, ang ating percentage of utilization is 47%. So as to the next slide po, sir, yung ating junior high school, 23% naman po ang ating utilization for that. At ang ating senior high school po, next slide sir, yung ating senior high school is 25%. Yan po yung coverage natin. At ang nasa PPA po ng day of proper, napakaliit po natin sa 13% para sa ating MOE. Yan po yung ating mga graphical presentation para doon sa ating current. By figures po, ayan po, pinakita po natin sa flash with other PPAs under the current appropriation. So, pakititigan na lang po ng ating mga focal persons na nag-handle po ng ating mga program proponent po natin na meron diyan sa ating slides. Meron po tayong dalawang slides for the current PPAs. So, yan po. Let's move on naman po sa status report. Next na sir po tayo. Let's move on naman po sa status report for the continuing appropriations. So here it is. Ang summary po natin para sa division, summary ng continuing natin is 17% ang ating utilization. That is based nga pala sa ating obligation lang. Wala po tayong disbursement ditong ni-report. This is more on the obligation based on our budget monitoring system ng ating generated report ng FAR o ng ating Financial Accountability Report FAR 1. So dito po sa continuing appropriations, meron po tayo diyang mga Bayanihan Act 1. So consume na po natin yun siya lahat. Only that meron po tayo sa Bayanihan 2 na naiiwan yung 1.7. Kung makikita po natin, nandyan po sa slide. May dalawang slides din po yung ating continuing. Makita po natin dito yung 1.7 under the textbooks and other instructional materials. 7%, ilang percent pa lang po ito? 79% po ang nagamit natin. Meron po dito sa continuing yung 1.7 ang naiiwan. Pero pinaka-latest pong communication ko with the focal person ng CID, it will be downloaded po sa mga recipient schools na yung para ma-utilize po natin yung 1.7. So, ayan po. But before my last slides po, meron pa akong karagdagang impormasyon sa ating lahat for the information of our division personnel and all. Ang ating ongoing po yung aming OSBP, yung ating online submission of budget proposal. So, status po nito, ito po yung online submission natin for budget year 2022. Tapos na po ang Division of Palawan with all the 26 implementing unit schools sa pag-encode ng mga data needed for the OSBP. And for that, pinasasalamatan ko po ang admin at ang HR natin for giving us the data para sa ating Form BP Form 205. Yun po yung mga master list ng ating mga retirees for 2002. Hindi po tayo nahirapang kumuha sakali. And I also would like to thank yung ating mga implementing units, schools, bookkeepers. Maraming salamat po sa kooperasyon. Even during this time of pandemic, during our basic hours, basic days, even during pandemic, na marami po sa atin ang still on the home quarantine. But I salute everyone sa pakikisa, sa kooperasyon at natapos po natin i-encode ang mga ito. So, ang status po natin sa ating online submission for the budget year 2022 is for approval na po siyang status natin to be approved by our ASDS Sir Capa. So, pag na-approve po ni Sir ay for submission status na po yan. At medyo hindi ko na po hahabaan ang aking presentasyon. Maliwanag naman po yung mga information diyan sa ating flash slide. At from the Team Finance of the budget section, we thank you all. At talagang pinapakita na po natin na ang Palawan DepEd Palawan is maaasahan. Thank you very much and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Lucille, and for that update. And now we proceed to our Administrative Officer, Ma'am Isabelita Sampayan. Good morning, Ma'am Bingbong.
Good morning po. Paunahin ko po muna si She. She, please take the floor. Please unmute si She. Sir Kevin. Okay ka na?
Ayan. Good morning po sa lahat. Sa ating pong ASDS kay Sir Roger, sa ating ASDSS kay Sir Fines, kay Sir Arnie, sa chiefs po natin, si Ma'am Padronas at si Ma'am Marquez, at sa OIC po ng CID, si Ma'am Nancy, sa AO5 po natin, si Ma'am Sampayan, sa mga supervisors po, PSDSS, school heads, and the rest of our participants, good morning po. So, ngayon po, ang ipipresent ko po is issues and concerns or more on concerns po sa personnel unit. So, next slide, please. Ayan. Okay po. So first po, ang i-discuss ko po is, konti lang naman po ito, sa appointments po. Ito po yung mga kadalasan po na mga concerns po namin pagdating po sa appointment. Unang-una po is yung delayed submission po ng requirements natin para sa appointment po ng ating mga substitute teachers. So kadalasan po, ang na-experience po namin, nasasubmit na po yung requirements po ng ating mga substitute teachers, natapos na po yung duration ng pagsasub nila. So, reminder lang po ito sa atin lahat na stated po sa ating ora-ora or Omnibus Rules on Appointments and Other Human Resources Action na need po ng may appointment muna, nakapag-submit, at least nakapag-sign po ang isang empleyado bago po siya mag-assume ng kanyang duty. So, included po dyan yung mga substitute teachers po natin. So, given naman po na sa situation natin ngayon dahil po pandemic, pero as much as possible po, wag naman po yung tapos na po sila mag-sub bago lang po magsasubmit ng requirements. May mga instances po na hindi po na-check yung mga requirements nila. So, mas tumatagal po bago ma-process yung appointments nila at meron lang po tayong time po sa CSC para po mag-submit ng mga appointments. So, next po is yung pagsasubmit po ng mga incomplete nga na requirements sa mga substitute. Minsan po ito po yung mga reasons kung bakit po nade-delay po yung appointment nila. For example po, wala po silang attachment ng Form 6. Ito po yung pinagbabasihan po ng date na nilalagay po namin sa duration ng pagsasub. So, kung wala pong naka-attach na Form 6, wala po kaming babasihan kung kailan po sila mag-start. At the same time po, minsan naman may naka-attach na Form 6 pero wala pong naka-indicate na date or date of leave po ng kanilang pagsasaban. So, yun po, pa-note na lang po. And then, sunod po is ito po, yung mga nagsasub po na hindi po included sa RQA. So ito po, previously po kasi, previous years po, ang practice po natin is basta po meron lang po silang lahat passer lang po sila, meron lang po silang lisensya sa pagtuturo, pwede na po sila mag-sub. So ngayon po, pa-practice po natin na included po sila sa RQA. So meron naman po talaga na hindi maiiwasan na makakuha ng mga substitute na wala po sa RQA dahil nga po sa sitwasyon natin ngayon. So ina-allow naman po yun as long as ma-justify lang. Pero kung meron naman po talaga na included sa RQA, yun na lang po yung kunin natin na mga substitute teachers. And then sunod po is yung incorrect format po ng mga sinasubmit na form. Minsan po kasi namamalian po sila ng download. So para po sa mga forms na kailangan pong i-download, visit nyo na lang po yung naka-indicate po dyan na website. Sa website na po yan, under po ng admin category, may mga in-upload na rin po kami dyan. Yung iba po, may mga sample na rin po sa pag-fill out or sample po ng na-accomplish na po na form. So, pa-check na lang po dyan. And then, yun po, incorrect na pag-fill out po ng mga forms. Usually po ito ay sa personal data sheet. So, dito po, reminder po sa ating lahat na magbasa po talaga tayo ng instruction. Magbasa po tayo mabuti ng instructions. Kasi minsan po may mga kahit maliit na bagay lang po yan. Pagdating po sa CSE, nakikita po talaga nila yan. So, very particular po sila sa kung ano po yung dapat. So, minsan po, for example po, sa year, sa birthday po. So, halimbawa po, ang nakalagay doon, dapat siya, month, date, tapos year. Tapos, minsan po, ang nai-encode, nauuna yung date, sumunod yung month, bago yung year. Pagdating po sa CSE, pag-check po nila noon, pag-check nila yun sa previous record nyo po doon sa kanila, sa una nyo pong sinabit, at hindi po yun nagkatugma, ang mangyayari po, magiging compliance po yun. I-require po ang teacher or kaya po yung empleyado na mag-file po for correction on personal information. So, ang pagpa-file na po ito, may bayad po ito na 700. At hindi po marirelease yung appointment hanggat hindi po dumarating yung tawag dito, yung desisyon sa pagpa-file po ng request po for correction. So, yun po, maging careful po tayo kasi kahit sa ganung simpleng pagkakamali lang, magko-cost pa po siya ng pera sa atin. Okay po? And then, minsan po, nagsasubmit po sa amin ng PDF. Wala po silang thumb mark, wala pong picture, at wala pong perma. So, yun po yung mga importanteng bagay kasi hindi po namin yun pwedeng gawa ng paraan kasi po magiging dishonesty po yun. Hindi naman po kami pwedeng mag-thumb mark para sa inyo. At the same time, hindi naman po kami pwedeng pumirma po para sa inyo. Yun po, careful lang po bago po mag-submit ng mga requirements kasi po hindi po tayo ngayon, 'di ba, allowable talaga yung face-to-face na transaction. So, careful po, i-review po yung mga requirements po na isa-submit especially po para sa mga attachment po natin for appointment. So, ito po mga maliliit lang siya na bagay pero pag hindi po talaga natin na pagtutuunan po ng pansin, nagko-cause po siya ng delay sa pagsasubmit po namin ng appointment sa civil service. And then, minsan naman po, pag magsasubmit po ng mga documents po sa amin, pag may nakalagay po na date of signing, wag niyo na po yun. Kami na lang po bahala yung date kasi ito po, yung mga date po natin sa date of signing, sa mga po ito sa PDS, sa PDF, sa position description form, naka-base po kasi yan doon sa publication, kaya hindi po namin yan siya pinilalagyan ng date. Okay po? So, sunod po is yung sa pagsasubmit po ng mga expired po na license. So, yun po, careful lang po tayo kasi hindi namin po ma-forward sa civil service ang appointment nyo hanggat hindi po nyo nabibigay sa amin yung hindi pa po expired na license. And then, ang next po is, ito po, yung mga school or district ranking po, nagsasabit po minsan sa amin na hindi po siya signed ng signatory. So, pa-review na lang po. And then lastly po, submission of corrected documentary requirements. So, ngayon po kasi 'di ba, pinapadala na lang po yung mga documents, may kukuha na lang dito, tapos may mga note po yan na nilalagay kung ano po yung i-correct. Minsan po, pagpadala po sa amin, hindi po na-correct yung dapat i-correct, iba po yung nako-correct nila. So, pabasa na lang po mabuti kung ano po yung notation po na nakalagay doon para pagbalik po sa amin, tama na po talaga yung documents po na hinihingi po namin. Okay po? So, next slide po, please. Ayan, okay. So, sa next concern na po is sa compensation and benefits po. So, dito po, sa release po ng mga special orders, kagaya po ng maternity leave, reinstatement, change of name, approve po na Form 6, at kung ano pa pong iba na mga forms po na nire-release po sa Pigeonhole, meron pong nag-claim po or nagsasabi po na hindi raw po nila nare-receive. Pag-check naman po namin dito, na-release po siya sa Pigeonhole. Kadalasan po kasi, ito po yung mga kailangan po nila na attachment para po mabayaran yung kanilang double pay, kanilang mga unpaid salaries, or kung ano pa pong ibang na kailangan po nilang i-claim, na kailangan po yung attachment na yun. So yun po, kung sino man po yung naka-assign po na kumuha po ng mga documents po sa Pigeon Hall, so yun na lang po, naparelease po siya sa kung kanino po dapat mapunta po yung mga documents. Kasi pagdating po noon, pagdating po dito, hinahanapan po nila kami. So hindi rin po kami nag-iiwan ng kopya dito dahil nga po hindi po namin kaya mag-keep po ng ganun karaming mga papel dito po sa office. So next is yung updating po ng civil status sa Pag-ibig, PhilHealth at sa GSIS. So ito po, kapag ang empleyado po ay single tapos nagpakasal po siya, usually sa babae po, so magpapalit po siya ng kanyang last name po. So pag nagpa-change po siya dito sa DO, mag-apply po siya ng change of name. So kasabay po noon, mag-update na rin po siya ng civil status niya sa mga na-mention na po ito na agencies. Dahil po, kapag hindi po sila nag-update, affected po yung pagre-remit po natin, pagre-remit po ng contributions natin kasi nalalaglag po yan siya. Hindi po magmamatch. Halimbawa po, dito napalitan na yung last name po. Or kaya, for example naman, single, married, napalitan na rin yung civil status nila. Pag hindi po yan siya nag-match po sa data po ng mga agencies po na na-mention, malalaglag po yung contribution. So, hindi po siya mapapasok sa pangalan nyo or sa inyo. Pag nag-check po kayo ng contributions nyo, mapapansin nyo po siguro doon na ba't wala kayong contribution sa ganitong month, deducted naman po siya sa payslip nyo, deducted po siya sa salary nyo, indicated naman po sa payslip na meron po kayong contribution. So, minsan po, yun po yung mga reasons. Kaya pag nag-update po ng civil status, hindi lang po dito sa division, dapat po sa lahat po ng agencies para hindi po tayo magka-problema pagdating po sa remittances po natin ng ating mga contributions. Ang sunod po, ito po ay reminder po sa pagsasubmit po natin ng attachment na accomplishment report sa pagkiklaim po ng salaries. Kasi po 'di ba, since nag-work from home po tayo, dahil po sa sitwasyon po natin ngayon, so kailangan po ng accomplishment report. So maging careful lang po sa pagsasubmit kasi po minsan hindi po yan siya nagmamatch. Sa DTR po nakalagay is naka-work from home, pero pagdating po sa accomplishment report, nasa school daw po sila or may ginagawa sila sa school. So yun, yung mga ganong bagay po, pa-check na lang po. And then lastly po, ito ay para sa step increment. Ito po reminder lang po sa step increment natin na ang start po ng ating counting is sa appointment po as permanent. Kasi po di ba meron tayong mga professional po. So start po tayo ng count sa permanent po. At ito po pala, reminder lang po, last na po ito. Kasi po di ba naglabas po nakaraan ng memo para po sa submission po ng mga provisional, submission po ng kanilang mga requirements para sa pagre-renew po ng contract nila. So may nagsasubmit po dito sa amin na pinapadala po nila. Kaya lang po, indicated po dun sa memo na ang submission po natin is sa district po. So kung sa district po may AO, si AO po, mag-check po ng requirements para at least po pag dating po dito sa amin, at least po na-check na, nakita na po yung mga dapat i-correct. And then, kung wala pong EO, district in charge po, yung magdadala po dito sa amin para maiwasan na po yung maraming pupunta dito dahil bawal nga po. And then, para yun po, ma-check po agad yung mga documents sa agad at makita po kung meron pong dapat i-correct. Kasi po, pag ipadala po dito yung documents na pinadala lang po talaga, pinadala lang sa van, tapos may naghatid lang po dito, pag na mali po yung in-accomplish nyo po na form, mali po yung pag-accomplish or pag-fill out po, ipapabalik na namin po yun. So magtatagal na naman po siya. Diba po? And then, meron po kasi kami dong in-attach po sa memo na sample po ng pag-accomplish po ng PDS. So, pa-check na lang po nun para po maiwasan po natin yung mga error or yung mga pagkakamali po natin sa pag-fill out po ng PDS para mas mapadali po yung pag-process po ng appointment natin. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Cheryl Agrada. and Ma'am Bingbong Sampayan.
Good morning po.
Yes,
Maraming
Ma'am.
salamat. Maraming salamat sa masisipag at magagaling na host natin this morning. Ma'am Salin, Sir Pedro. Magandang umaga pong muli sa ating lahat. Sir Roger, Sir Arnie, and Sir Pines. Salamat siya, no? Pinauna ko po siya para may summarize ko after ng talk niya. So, doon sa mga issues and concerns, kasi sabi ko sa kanila, tingnan ninyo saan yung bottleneck ng nagde-delay ng processing ng appointments, kasi gusto nating within the month makapasok po yung appointment sa CSC at makalabas para ma-avoid po yung lapsation. So nakita po nila siya, yung team niya, kung ano-ano yung mga nagiging problema. So that was discussed to you this morning already, no? And we asked the help of the... Sorry. Naka-camera ba ako? Thank you, Che. Hindi ko kasi makita yung mukha ko dito. Nasaan ba yung ating mukha? Please show me, Kevin. Thank you, thank you. Yon. So we asked the help of the AO2 in the districts. Now we already have deployed AO2s in the district. Natutulungan kami para ma-facilitate yung ating submission ng ating mga documents. Don't worry, we will later orient you. Ite-train po namin kayo upon approval ng ating mahal na SDS, yung ating kumustahan muna. Kumustahan with our AOs and non-teaching personnel, no? So much for that. Ang akin pong issue ay uunahin ko yung Form 7 kasi nagkakaroon po tayo ng problema pagdating doon sa reported absences ng ating mga guro. May mga complaints po tayong natatanggap na absenan yung guro na pumasok naman. So please let me remind you that Form 7 is an official document. Consider it sacred and accomplish it with all honesty and integrity. Please do not use these documents to abuse the frailty of our teachers. Na nakalagay po doon sa document mismo, doon sa taas, Department of Education, Region 4 Mimaropa, Division of Palawan. No, nakalagay doon, implementation of programs for basic education, monthly payroll worksheet, and report of service. Monthly po ito. So nakikita po natin ngayon sa screen, my steps, my person in charge, my deadline, at my additional supporting documents. Step 1, no? Submission of DTR with supporting documents to the school head. Saan itong step 1 magmumula? Sa mga schools. Ang person responsible, syempre yung employee. Sino ba yung employee? Ang guro, yung ating mga utility worker, ADAS, etc. So kailan niya naman ito isasubmit? First working day doon sa following month. Like kunyari, ano tayo ngayon? June. Pagkatapos ng June 30, ang due date po nito sa level nila ay July 1. Okay? So, kung nag-absent siya, marami pong nagtatanong dito kung work from home o pumasok sa office. Of course, we need to be reminded na yung DTR din po ay isa sa pinaka-crucial document ng ating ng ating pagsahod. Nakalagay din po doon sa likod na any false reports, we will already be subjected to falsification and we can be charged, no? Administratively by reporting false entries. Kunyari, pumasok ka sa office, maglalagay ka ng time, exact time, no? At nakalagay doon 8 to 5, 8 to 5. Kung pumasok ka naman po ng 9 at inilagay mo doon yung 8, magiging liable ka sa dishonesty kasi hindi ka naglagay ng tamang oras ng pagpasok mo. Ngayon po, kung work from home, ilalagay mo po doon yung work from home. Hindi ka maglalagay doon ng 8 to 5 sa office kasi hindi ka naman pumasok. Naka-work from home ka naman. Okay? So, kung may absences ka, ilalagay mo or nag-attend ka ng seminar, ilalagay mo doon yung certificate of appearance mo or Form 6. Tapos kung hindi ka naman nakasubmit, meron kang written explanation na hindi ka nakasubmit ng Form 6 or certificate of appearance. So, ito po ay manggagaling sa employee. Step 2, collection and submission of DTR with supporting documents to the district office. Sino ang in charge doon? School head na. So, ang deadline, second working day. Kung June 1 ang deadline sa employee, July 1 ang deadline sa employee, July 2 ang deadline sa school head. So, out of the teachers that you have, ilan po yung teachers na nakasubmit ng DTR at ilan yung hindi, isasabi nyo rin po doon. Okay? So, step 3, preparation and submission of Form 7 with supporting documents to the division office. Sino ang mag-i-in charge ngayon? Iipunin sa district, may ADAS, tutulong ang ADAS sa AO2. Ang AO2 po ay yung siyang, but this is purely administrative concern. So, AO2s are expected to check all documents. Kaya sinasabi ko po sa mga AO2, puntahan ninyo yung mga schools ng district para alam ninyo kung ilan yung mga guro doon, ilan yung pumapasok, ilan yung hindi, ilan yung, yung mga hindi na nagre-report. So, kailan po ang deadline? 5th working day. So, ano ang responsibility ng district? List of schools that failed to submit before deadline. And then, step 4, eto na, processing and submission of Form 7 with supporting documents are PSU and COA. Nagkakaproblema po talaga kami dito sa division office kasi ano na po ngayon? June. Ang natatanggap po naming mga sinasubmit na Form 7 ay month ng January pa. No? Na po problema po tayo. February, March. Hindi po tayo up to date. So, ang ginagawa po natin, ang ating in charge, si Angie na masipag, ang ginagawa na lamang po niya ay gumagawa po siya ng, ano ba yung tawag nila doon? Yung Excel na lang. So, binabase niya po yung mga absences doon sa mga Form 6 na natatanggap natin without pay. So, ano ang deadline ng 10th calendar day? So, dapat pagkatapos natin ng June, please all district supervisors, school head na make sure na ngayong July makasubmit tayo ng before July 10 para wala na po tayong delay kasi lagi-lagi lang po tayong kino-call up ng region. Ha? Please take note of that. List of admin, HR, staff who failed to process submit before deadline. Doon po kasi sa report natin ng Form 7, since that is an official document, all reported absences in the Form 7 are deemed official. So pagdating po doon sa region, kung nakalagay po doon na absent si ganito, ay madididikan po talaga sila sa salary. So yon, wag po tayong maglalagay ng false entries doon kasi kawawa naman ang ating mga guro na nababawasan ang sweldo nang wala silang kalaban-laban. Be careful. So, again, we are not the school heads, the district supervisors are not in the authority to declare our teacher workforce AWOL. Pag po meron tayong mga guro na hindi pumapasok, kunyari 1 month na, ano yung gagawin natin? We execute all the necessary action like sulatan siya, puntahan siya with supporting documents so that at the end of the day, i-report po natin sa division office, nagkaroon tayo ng due process talaga. Ang SDS po ang magdi-declare ng AWOL and then dismissal from service. Kasi meron tayong policy doon sa CSC na 1 month na hindi nag-serve will be terminated from service. At isa rin po, report niyo po sa amin lahat ng transferees, lahat ng nag-transfer sa other agencies, no, yung mga naglipat sa ayus from elementary to IU, tapos nagdodoble po ng sweldo. Please report to us, no? Yung mga namatay, although meron po kaming yung sinabi ko po sa amin na basta dito pa lang sa level namin, makita na namin yung mga movement, idediretso namin sa region yung service record para makat or malagyan ng action. So, but please, we still need your cooperation, your submission of report. Okay? Next slide, please. Kailangan din po nating makuha yung school district profiles of teachers report. Ito po ay, ang magre-report nito ay ang mga AO2. So AO2, please submit not later than June 30 kasi matagal ko na po itong hinihingi sa inyo. But please only report the actual number of teachers in the schools, okay? Para makita natin kung saan yung mga needs, saan yung excess, etc. Gusto ko pong i-announce yung nag-create po tayo ng Division Technical Working Group for the Management and Reconciliation of Department of Education GSIS alleged premium deficiencies by virtue of Office of Undersecretary for Finance, Memorandum number 2021-0384. So, as per the memorandum, ang composition po ay announce ko po. Team leader po natin ay ating gwapong-gwapo at masipag na OIC ASDS Foz. Ang members po ay ang inyong lingkod, head ng admin unit, ang head ng finance, si Miss Chita Umali, si Cheryl, ang ating personnel, si Robelyn G. Oxenia, ang ating AAO sa GSIS, si Angelique Conhe, si Kevin Marquez, si Rupina Dalabahan, kasi we need representatives from the elementary schools, no? Si Ma'am Rosalie Monte Alto sa elementary level, and then sa secondary level si Mr. Renan Petabi at si Romelyn L. La Vega. Ang ating secretariat naman ay si Angelica Rose B. Filon and then Ria Maureen Bimon. Ito po ay isang this is a very delicate trabaho because ito po yung reconciliation ng malaking amount po ito. Meron po kasi tayong personal share at government share. Ang sinasabi po ng GSIS ay hindi po nakapag-remit ang DepEd ng government share. So ito po yung ating pagtutulong-tulungan by this TWG. Paano ma-reconcile yung ating mga alleged premium deficiencies. So we expect everyone to be cooperating and supporting, helping everyone, no? At isa pa rin po, gusto ko pong i-remind na sabihin ko po sa inyo na please sabihin niyo po sa inyong mga guro, katulad po na nabanggit sa atin kanina ni Sir Capa, yung ating mga financial management ng ating mga guro. Alam niyo po, nag-report sa atin yung ating verifier. Meron pong nag-fake ng kanyang full payment, certificate of full payment, gumawa siya. And that is dishonesty and falsification of documents. Nakita po yun. Sinabi niya doon na full payment siya, kunyari napirmahan ng taga PhilLife, pero upon checking, false po pala yun. Hindi po totoo yun. So please remind our teachers to be very honest at all times. At ito po sa mga GSIS borrowers, marami po sa atin, mga guro, yung hindi nadididakhan ng GSIS premiums. GSIS loans, no? Marami po tayong mga in-offer na loans, computer loans, ngayon yung dating console loan, ngayon ay multi-purpose loan na. But ano po, para lang matulungan tayo ng GSIS ma-update kasi po nakaka-damage po talaga ito sa atin. Ang sabi po ay dito ay, we are reminded to ensure that their loans are paid correctly and on time to avoid negative consequences of unpaid loans on their social insurance benefits. Unpaid loans incur interests and penalties. Pag hindi po tayo nakakabayad ng ating monthly amortization sa GSIS, malaki po ang ating interest at penalties. Kaya po in-offer nila yung multi-purpose loan para po ma-adjust. Ang problema po, marami pong nag-apply na teachers ng multipurpose pero wala po silang kakayahan na magbayad. Ano po yung ibig kong sabihin ng walang kakayahan na magbayad? Wala na pong naiwan sa kanilang payslip kasi po required tayo na may maiwan na 5,000, right? So wala na pong pagdididakan yung magiging monthly amortization nila sa multipurpose, nakikiusap. Ang alam nila, pag naka-avail sila ng multipurpose loan, magiging solution po yun sa kanilang problema. Hindi po magiging solution yun. Kasi kung hindi ka naman madididakan, ay lalo po magpapatong-patong ang mga unpaid amortizations. Kaya po nagagalit sila sa amin, ma'am, paki-approve. Hindi po namin niya-approve kasi pag in-approve po namin yan, lalaki lalo yung loan, lalaki yung amortizations na hindi pa rin mababayaran. So please make sure na pag maglo-loan po tayo ay meron po tayong may iwan. Like kunyari, pag nag-loan tayo sa multipurpose, ang magiging amortization natin ay 10,000. Meron pong may iwan na 5,000. Sa ating salary, ano po yun? Required po yun. Mandated po yun. So, 10,000 yung amortization natin sa GSIS. Dapat 15,000 po yung ating nakalagay sa payslip na take home. Kasi po, kung hindi po talaga yun maaprubahan. Okay? So, maliwanag po yun. Please explain this to your teachers. So, another reminder, ATM, marami pong sa atin mga guro yung nasasaraduhan ng ATM. Pati po ako ay nag-worry kasi yung mga nasaraduhan, syempre hindi sila makakatanggap ng sweldo. Kasi sarado nga, walang papasukan yung, hindi natin madadownload yung sweldo nila. Kasi nga nag-close dahil we are required to keep a maintaining balance of 100. Yung mga iba kasi, i-withdraw lahat. Please, wag niyong i-withdraw lahat kasi mas magiging problema. Pag na-close, pupunta kayo sa land bank, mag-a-apply ulit. So, we remind everybody na mag-iwan ng 100 sa ATM. Ngayon po, kung meron pa po tayong mga teachers na teaching na may mga salaries, delayed payment of salaries, please submit the documents. No? Kaya lang wala na po kaming backlog dito. I really appreciate and I thank God for the staff that we have in the admin kasi very very efficient and very concerned. Lagi ko pong sinasabi sa kanila yon na wag ninyong i-delay ang mga sweldo kasi yan ay ang kanilang pag-asa lamang. So, kung meron mang nadidelay, ibig sabihin meron pong kulang na document. So, please let us know. Meron po kaming link doon sa SDO Palawan Administrative Services. Kung ano po yung kailangan ninyo doon, sabi niyo po doon, walang sweldo, tapos pwede nyo din pong isubmit doon yung documents na kailangan, ina-honor po namin yun, no? And then, second to the last, kasi later, papatulungin ko po si Sir Pides mag-explain mamaya. No? The decentralization of PhilHealth Pag-ibig Contribution Remittances. Hindi na po sa region yung remittances. Ibababa na po nila sa atin, sa level natin. So ang division office na po yung mga ngalaga sa pag-remit ng ating PhilHealth Pag-ibig contribution. So gumawa lang po tayo last Monday ng request for creation of employer ID number sa Pag-ibig at PhilHealth. Para magkaroon po tayo ng sariling account number. No, katulad ng nabanggit ni Michelle kanina, na kailanganin po namin yung tulong ninyo sa pag-update ng mga records kasi hindi po tayo we really cannot wala po tayong magiging transition kung hindi po natin naayos yung ating mga details, yung mga pag-change of name. Sinasabi ko nga po sa mga teachers na nag-asawa na wag naman kayong masyadong nagmamadali na magpalit ng pangalan. Meron naman tayo doong provision sa batas na okay lang na hindi tayo magpalit ng pangalan, pero yung iba sobrang excited. Ang napapapalitan lang yung sa RPSU, tapos hindi sila nag-apply sa GSIS, sa PhilHealth Pag-ibig. So yung contribution nila nalalaglag, katulad ng sinabi kanina ni Michelle. So problema po yun, yung pag may nalalaglag kasi the person concerned will suffer the consequences. Like kung kailangan niya ng mag-loan, kailangan din po talagang makaremit tayo ng maayos kasi required po sa atin yan. So I guess yun pong isang hindi ko binanggit kanina, yung tungkol doon sa movement of teachers only with SDS approval. So Sir Pines, take the floor. At gusto ko po kayong pasalamatan lahat, no, for patiently listening. Thank you so much and good morning.
Okay, Ma'am Bingbong. Doon po sa ating movement of teachers, the division office is now on the process of accounting all our teachers by school, by district. Kaya medyo po na-delay yung ating movement is may mga reasons po tayo na hindi malalagyan. Ngayon, just a simple reminders para po sa ating mga concerns ng mga tao na let us not move any teacher from one school to another within your district without the special order signed by the school's division superintendent. Hindi naman po natin hinihingi at kung may nangyari sa teacher na nilipat ninyo sa isang school, you will be responsible para po doon sa teacher na yun. Ina-account po natin, maraming lumalabas ngayon sa ating accounting by school by district na mga teachers na nalipat sa ibang school na hindi alam ng division office. Makisuyo naman po kami sa inyo na kunin po natin ang approval of the school's division superintendent dahil ang movement and transfer of employee or any employee from one school to another, from one district to another, from one unit to another unit, from one division to another division, ay trabaho po iyon ng school's division superintendent. Ni isa po sa atin ay walang karapatang maglipat ng kahit sinong empleyado sapagkat wala po iyon sa ating KRA. Para po tayo ma-guide, please refer to your KRA. Ano ba talaga ang ating mga KRA? Para hindi po tayo mailagay ang ating posisyon sa alanganing sitwasyon. Kami po ay umpisang nag-accounting na po, kaya nadidiscover na po namin ngayon yung mga schools na sobra kasi may didagdag na mga teacher na kinuha sa ibang school na hindi po alam ng division office. Kaya naapektuhan po ang ating movement of teachers. Sana po maintindihan naman po ninyo kasi kung ginagawa lamang po natin ang tama, at ang trabaho na naayon sa ating ipinagkatiwalang trabaho, wala po tayong magiging problema. So, reminder lang po yan sa lahat, no, para maging maayos po tayo. Alalahanin palagi natin ang ating bagong hashtag, #DepEd Palawan Maaasahan. So, alam ko po, maaasahan po tayong lahat ngayon, sama-sama po nating ayusin ang mga dapat nating ayusin. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Saglit lang po. Yun po palang nailipat ninyo, pakiusap po, makikisuyo lang po ako. Yun pong nailipat ninyo sa mga schools without the signature or without the approval coming from the superintendent, ibalik po natin sila sa kanilang mga respective schools dahil nakikita po natin yan sa accounting. Dito ngayon sa ating HRMO na napakagaling, nakikita niya kung sino ang nawala sa school na nailipat ng hindi alam ng ating schools division superintendent. At yun pong may mga order from the schools division superintendent, ilipat po ninyo dahil para po mapalitan po sila ngayon na may items na po tayo na dumating. No? So, tulong-tulong po tayo ha. Magandang umaga uli.
Thank you, Sir Pines. Ma'am Salin, may nakalimutan lang po ako sandali. No? Pagdating po doon sa concern naman ng supply, second batch of tablets is set to be delivered today. Meron lang po daw tayong drop of destination. So the district property custodians are requested to facilitate the documents to be signed by the school heads, yung ICS, inventory custodian slip, and inspection report that are to be submitted to the division office. Doon naman po sa records, no, we want to assure you that kahit po lockdown yung ating division office, tumatakbo po ito ng maayos, no? All retirement documents from the regional office was already forwarded to the GSIS. So maghihintay na lang po yung mga retirees natin na matawagan ng GSIS, and mga ilang araw na lamang po ay matatanggap na nila yung kanilang mga benefits, no? Yung at pati po yung ating mga terminal leave, masisipag po ang ating mga inspired po sila magtrabaho. So kahit na po lockdown, continuous po ang services natin sa division office. Don't worry. Everything is being taken care of, no, by the leadership of Sir Roger, Sir Arnie, and Sir Pines. Nakita ko po dito sa mga messages, update for monetization, na ginagawa naman po natin, in-update lang po natin dahil nagbago na po yung sweldo. 'Di ba? Nagbago tayo ng sweldo ngayon, ni-recompute po. Tapos mag-submit lang po tayo ng mga kailangan na documents para po maka-request tayo sa DBM. Yun lang po at marami pong salamat ulit. Thank you. Love you all.
Maraming salamat mga section chiefs, Ma'am Chet, Ma'am Lucelle, Ma'am Shirel, and Ma'am Bingbong. Marami pong salamat for the updates. And doon po sa gustong magtanong, we have our clearinghouse. I-reserve po natin ang ating tanong mamaya. And para po dire-diretso po tayo. So thank you po sa mga section chiefs. To update us in the school governance and operation division, and according to her, is SGOD in the other side. It is safety, God, obedience, and this dedication. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, from Rojas, let's all welcome this SGOD chief, Madam Pilina P. Padrones, for the concern of SGOD.
Superintendent, Sir Roger F. Capa, CISO 6, to our two OIC SDSs, Sir Arnaldo G. Ventura and Sir Rufino B. Foz, to my partner in the CID, Ma'am Aurelia V. Marquez, to all section and unit heads, all PSDSs and school heads, and all other DepEd family members present in this virtual meeting. A wonderful afternoon to everyone. The report of the SGOD that I'm going to present this afternoon are the issues and concerns from our different units which needs attention. So please jot down the important dates and links so that it will be easy for you to access and connect with the people concerned. The first concern is in the Human Resource Development section. There will be a pre-retirement seminar or exit program for retirees for the next 1 to 2 years. I'm not going to read the legal basis anymore to save time. Anyway, it is presented in our screen, so you just read it later on. Reference player, the HRDs, and of course the retirees for the next 1 to 2 years. This will be scheduled tentatively on June 28, 2021. Kindly disseminate the information to all employees who will be retiring for the next 1 to 2 years that there will be an online seminar for them this June 2021. Wait for the division memo to be posted for the schedule and the meeting link. From the Planning and Research section, online training on writing qualitative research. Tentative date will be on June 28 to 30, 2021. Participants are members of the Technical Working Group, members of SRDC, EPS, SEPS, the RC Secretariat, and selected master teachers. Memorandum was already signed but not yet posted. Wait until the end of the procurement process. Next issue, finalization and reproduction of research manual. Tentative date will be on July 7 to 9, 2021. Participants, members of the Technical Working Group, and selected writers. Ongoing processing of the documents needed for the activity. Follow up the data gathering status of 2020 approved research proposals. We have 37 researches qualified to be funded from the regional funds. The key players here are the research proponents, District Research Committee. Memorandum of Agreement to follow. Funds shall be downloaded to SDO. Just contact our SEPs in research, Mr. Ninito Jibasaya, for clarification and suggestions. Now, I will not read the names of the proponents anymore, but to our DSS, please pay attention to the districts, and you can easily identify the schools and the researchers within your district. So we have from Soprano Española, Busuanga, another from Soprano Española, this is from Puluchor Elementary School, Cuyo, San Carlos Elementary School, Cuyo Central School, Rojas North District, Sandoval Elementary School, Mendoza Elementary School, from Busuanga, from Che Elementary School, Busuanga Elementary School, and one from Busuanga District. So, Mr. Rocky Badilla was already assigned at Quezon South District, but however, he can still conduct the research proposal which he have presented when he was still in Busuanga. The same with Sian Catelo, now at the SDO, but formerly when he submitted his proposal, he was still at Aborlan North. So from the SDO, we also have one research of Sir Eric Kelip, then Bataraza National High School, from Batarasan Concepcion Elementary School, from Agutaya, from Nara National High School, then Camdang Elementary School from San Vicente, another 2 researches from Nara National High School, then one from Pinaglabanan Elementary School, Quezon North, and Quezon National High School also in Quezon North. One research from Concepcion National High School, this is from the island of Agutaya, then one from Bugtong Elementary School from Busuanga, Sandoval National High School from Nara del Norte, Pulot National High School from Soprano Española. Then from the district supervisor of Soprano Española, si Ma'am Glenn Mendoza. Then 2 researches from Pulot National High School, all of Soprano Española. Then from Nara National High School, Taritian Annex Elementary School, Aborla National High School. Then from Nara National High School, we have 2 researches in the same school and the same district. Then from Brooks Point Central School, North Brooks Point, Nara National High School again. Then from Quezon National High School, San Juan Elementary School of Dumaran Island. Then Machag Elementary School from Batarasawan, Sandoval National High School from Nara del Norte again, Aborna National High School, Aborla North, San Vicente National High School from San Vicente, Pulut National High School from Supruni Española, Nara National High School from Nara del Norte, San Carlos Elementary School from Cuyo, and the 37th is Santa Teresita National High School from Dumaran Mainland Districts. So if you have questions or clarifications about downloading of the funds for the research proposals, just connect with Sir Ninito Basaya. Now, issues still from Planning and Research section. Update early registration report by modality and LIS until May 31, 2021. Key player, the school heads. Recommendations or agreements or remarks, actual number of early registered learner should have been reported through the LIS. Another issue, monitor the progress of validation BIS report. Supplemental or corrected pages should be uploaded immediately when validators commented on the submitted report. Uploaded signed PDF BEIS should be perfectly similar with the uploaded MS-Excel file in the BEIS. Now, recommendations, school heads shall monitor BEIS report of the school until the final validation. Final deadline of uploading BEIS report in BIS is on June 20, 2021. So, remember the dates. Then, newly assigned school head or cluster head should request for assignment in LIS upon assuming office through the User Account Management Assistant link or your UMAL. The people concerned here is the school head who have transferred. Then, actual assumption of office of the school head should be synchronized in LIS. This is very important because sometimes the planning officer has a difficulty in tracing the school heads and even how to contact with them if ever there is a problem in their submitted reports. Next issue, all pending enrollment and change requests at the division level should have been processed through the Pending Approval Request Facility or the PARF. Pending requests that have no uploaded documents through the PARF shall not be processed. So be sure that you have the supporting documents when making arrangement or correcting the pending request, processing the pending request from your schools. LIS issues, requests pending at the central office or those that cannot be resolved at the division level should be processed through the request facility for learning information system. Issues to be escalated to the central office. Recommendation, LIS issues escalated to central office that are not yet resolved shall be re-uploaded through the facility. So look out of the school head, try to monitor the uploading of your data and do not give the full trust to your ICT coordinators. Instead, you should follow up, verify the data that is being uploaded by your LIS coordinator. So, if the problem is not resolved, you should re-upload through the facility. Next issue, update the Division Unified Data Gathering Tool or DUGDT. Recommendation, all data gathering tools in the DUGDT should have been updated in preparation for the end of the school year. Next issue, pending transfers in the LIS should have been taken appropriate action 30 days upon notification. Recommendation, transfer tab in LIS should be cleared to avoid more problems in the end of the school year finalization. If you are going to follow the recommendation of 30 days, all the problems will be acted upon. That's the time that you can clear your transfer tab in the LIS. So pag may notification, gawin na kaagad, wag na pong patagalin. Next issue, online orientation on the preparation, processing, submission, and finalization of reports in the Learner Information System and Division Unified Data Gathering Tools for the end of the school year 2020-2021. Who are the key players? PSDS, the school heads, TICs, all class advisors from kinder to grade 10. LI is in charge of senior high, school ICT coordinators, non-teaching personnel who are in charge of LIS and data management, district ICT coordinators, school administrators of private schools and universities offering K to 12, and personnel of private schools and universities in charge of LIS and data management. All participants should have registered in the links on or before June 24, 2021, 5 p.m. Dito po nakikiusap po kami sa lahat ng ating school PSDSS na please coordinate with the private schools in your jurisdiction, because as per observation, during the uploading of reports, yung almost more than 50% yung mga nahuling nag-upload came from the private school. So this is the time that we can extend our assistance to them by inviting them to attend so that they will understand the preparation, processing, and submission, as well as the finalization of reports in the LIS. From the School Health and Nutrition section, first issue, participation of DepEd on the implementation of the Philippine National Deployment Vaccination Plan for COVID-19 vaccines. So the persons involved here, the ISETs in section, the district nurse, and the school heads. Answer online survey on the vaccination status of SDO Palawan. Please monitor our teachers if they have answered the survey. The second issue, submission of consolidated report on the status of validation. So this, the Legal Basis Regional Advisory deadline of submission, June 21, 2021. Submission of consolidated report per municipality. Then, reiterating the protocols in handling management of self-reporting of COVID-19 cases. Involved here are all school head and nutrition section and all DepEd personnel. Inform within 24 hours or our immediate supervisor or district nurse if you have been exposed to close contact of a confirmed COVID case person. This is very important and you should not neglect this. Kasi pag severe na ang inyong nararamdaman, saka tayo magre-report, malaki na ang damage. Marami na ang mahahawaan. So at the early stage, inform kaagad yung ating immediate supervisor or the district nurse about the situation. Now, attendance to National Drug Education Program webinar series, yung in-depth. We have series of webinars because we have 5 episodes. So, monthly. The schedule is from 2 to 3 p.m. Episode 1 will be on June 24, 2021. Episode 2, July 22, 2021. Episode 3, August 26, 2021. Episode 4, September 23, 2021. And the last episode, Episode 5, October 28, 2021. Please download OUA Memo 00-0621-0046 and the Vision Memo number 211 series of 2021 regarding the webinar. So take note of the link presented here in our screen. Kopyahin nyo na po kaagad or kunan na ninyo kaagad ng picture. Then, submission of updated report on WINS status. WINS reporting and monitoring forms may be accessed through. Here is another link which is very important. Reminder po, deadline of submission will be July 8, 2021. There is only a period na open po yung ating system in uploading for the WINS status. So, try to submit your report before July 8 kasi after the deadline, the system might be closed by the administrators. Implementation of school dental health care program. So, persons involved here are from the SNS and school dental health clinic focal person or coordinator. Now, make our school dental health clinic functional to cater not only in the school where the clinic was located, but expected to serve as a hub for nearby schools too. So, kung hindi pa ayos yung electricity, yung water facility, ayusin na po ito, coordinate with our district nurses para po maging functional yung ating clinics. From the SUKMO, weekly uploading of donations on the link for partnerships database. Updating shall be on or before 12 noon on the Thursday of the week. Include all donations in kind or in cash. Next, creation of database for PT officers. This is an advanced information. So, who are involved here? The school heads, of course, should be the one to coordinate with the PTA. So, PTA secretary to submit the PTA officials, list of PTA officials to the division PTA coordinator, Ms. Grace Estefano. So, submission of list of officers. From the DRRM, radar online registrations, schools not registered yet should do so ASAP. Matagal na po itong cool up, pero there are some schools who submitted without districts indicated. So, hindi po ma-account. At there's a difficulty for our DRRM coordinator to account this one because the submission of report is direct to the central office. So, please take note of the link. Next, designation and registration of school BKD coordinators. What is BKD? Barkada kontra sa droga. So, ensure registration of schools BKD coordinators as soon as possible to the presented link here in our screen. So, pakipicture na po kaagad. Still from the SUKMOB, SEC registration of Provincial PTA Federation. Key player, PTA Federation President, then APS to Grace Estefano, who is our Provincial PTA Focal Person. Technical assistance to be provided by the Division PTA Focal Person, Grace Estefano, to the processing of the SEC registration of the Provincial PTA Federation. Finalization of Provincial Federation of Teachers Association, Constitution, and bylaws. Now, who are the key players? Provincial Teachers Association Federation and our focal person, Ms. Grace Estefano. Recommendations, Provincial Series Virtual Meeting of Municipal Teachers, Federation Officers. Then, on World Teachers Day, that will be on October 5, will be the adaptation of the Constitution and bylaws. Proposed activities and programs of PESPA, NAPSI, and Provincial Federation Teachers Association. The recommendation is presentation of the program of activities by the presidents to our SDS Roger F. Capa once travel restrictions are lifted. Then, submission of COVID-19 risk classification of schools. This is very important because the classification being issued to the field is the risk classification by municipality. But in a municipality, there are some barangays or some areas which are low risk. Kaya po gustong malaman po ng ating DRRM sa database natin kung ano po ang classification, COVID-19 risk classification of our schools. So, our recommendation here is submission of all COVID-19 risk classification of schools on or before June 25 to the link indicated here in the screen. So, as I talk with our DRRM coordinator, mayroon po tayong problema dito and we are asking the help, assistance of the PSDSS. There are some school DRRM coordinator who are inactive. So, there's a difficulty sa communication. Please update our DRRM coordinator of your school DRRM focal persons, especially their contact numbers. Salamat po. Then, from the DIO, Division Information Officers, technical assistance to district and schools information coordinators. There is a proposed virtual orientation and relevant skills training for district schools ICs by first week of July. So abangan po ito. Then utilization of SDO hotline in fast tracking of DOS transactions, especially in unpredicted working schedules. So, SDO hotline focal person, yung key player dito at saka yung ating DIO, SEP Smiling Dilig. Recommendation designation of one personal in charge per section. Kasi pag dumating yung issue from the field, pag dumating natanggap nila, ibabato po yan sa section na may concern kung ano po yung problem na itinaas po sa division. Then, protocol interviews, press release of schools. All interviews, press statements shall be reviewed by the DIO and approved by the SDS. The approval may be verbal or written. From our physical facility section, participation orientation for the implementation of infrastructure projects. First is for the new construction. Here listed are the schools with new construction or for completion. Mendoza Elementary School, Rojas, Salvador Elementary School, Rojas, Baruta National High School, El Nido, Caroray National High School, San Vicente, Magaray School for Philippine Craftsmen, Rojas, New Busuanga National High School, Busuanga, San Vicente National High School, San Vicente, Santa Teresita National High School, Dumaran Mainland District, Concepcion National High School, Agutaya, Tsoy National High School, Busuanga. The time frame will be June 22 in the morning. So please register in the link provided here in our screen. Who are expected to attend in this orientation? Division engineer and DepEd project engineers, school heads, school facilities coordinators, school property custodians, and division supply officers. Next is another orientation for the last mile school. We only have one chosen school here in our division, Tabon National High School. Orientation will take place in the afternoon of June 22. So in the morning for the new construction, in the afternoon will be for the last mile, which is Tabon National High School. So please register also here in the link provided. And please, the school heads in all the orientations, we are enjoining all schools to please attend as much as possible. Kung walang problema, mag-attend po kayo. Kasi whatever problem or issues that you will have in your school, you can directly ask this to the engineers concerned. Then, kung may problema sa construction sa inyong school, kayo rin ang unang tatanungin ng ating mga district engineers. So it is important na sana po ay maka-attend lahat po ng school heads doon concerned sa construction, sa last mile, and for the classroom repair. Now, it's so sad that this school year we only have 3 repairs. One is for Salungsong Elementary School, Rizal, Irawan Elementary School at San Vicente, and Panlaytan National High School in Busuanga. So, school heads must participate. Please register also. This will take place yung orientation sa June 23. So, i-calendar na po yung mga dates na yan, pati yung links para po hindi ninyo makakalimutan. Then, in line with SBM, alignment of district or schools SBM annual action implementation plans to SDO Palawan SBM action plan. Now, recommendation, please ensure the alignment of activities and the timelines. Please have the copy of SDO Palawan SBM Annual Action Plan for reference. Sa office ninyo dapat nandun. Para alam po ninyo ano yung mga backlogs, ano ang dapat habulin, nasa timelines pa rin ba tayo. So that is very important and advantageous if you will have a copy of the SBM Annual Action Plan. Monitoring of SBM practices and provision of technical assistance. We have here the legal basis. Tingnan nyo na lang po. Then, recommendation. Please be properly guided by the provisions of the Division Memorandum Number 193 Series of 2021. Please be reminded of the activities to be undertaken and the required reports to be submitted through the online submission. So it is important that you are going to backread or compile the legal basis here indicated in our screen para po mas maayos yung ating implementation and monitoring of ating SBM activities. Now, first Schools Division of Palawan School-Based Management Summit. Before ang proposal po sana ay face-to-face, napakaganda po sana, pero that will be impossible, so this will be done virtually. Now, who are the key players? The division key officials, division SBM focal persons, district heads, school districts, school heads, district school SBM focal persons. Time frame, December 9 to 10. Remarks. With approved project proposal and budgetary requirements. Ongoing preparation of the required documents for the procurement process. Document for the schools. This is for the schools. Please document properly the best practices on SBM implementation for showcasing during the summit. Then we will have an awards and recognition of the best SBM implementer. That's all. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Feeling, for that extensive presentations on regarding the updates and accomplishments of the SGOD. And now to give us the issues and concerns and updates in the status of programs, projects, and activities of the CID. In other words, according to Sir Dendal, collaborate, interpret, and develop. That's also CID. So let's hear from our beloved CID Chief, Madam Aurelia B. Marquez, ably represented by her OIC, Madam Nancy J. Alaska.
Schools Division of Palawan, Curriculum and Implementation Division, Issues and Concerns in Different Learning Areas and Status Report on Programs, Projects, and Activities. Virtual Division PADCOM Meeting, Issues and Concerns. Mother Tongue by APS Rogie S. de Malinaw. Participated in the online National Program Implementation Review on the utilization of ATM SLMs MTB 123 for home-based learning on May 6, 2021. Attended the online National Orientation on the utilization of Bridging Primer for Grade 2 on June 15 to 17, 2021. Continuous contextualization of MTB supplementary materials, the stories, paragraph, and activity sheets for the learners. Revision of Kuyunan Primer, the Teacher's Guide and Learner's Materials, will be conducted on August 2021. Selected teachers from Coron Coastal District served as the content editors and language editors for the contextualized learning resources for K-3 quarters 3 and 4 MTB MLE developed by the regional office in connection with the Project Bangka, Babasahing Aangat ng Kaisipan. CID Kindergarten, Issues and Concerns, Utilization of Worksheets, WHLP, and Parent Toolkit. Conduct of the post-test ECD checklist. Use the old ECD template to enable the teachers to compute for the scaled score and standard score development index. Legal basis is DepEd Memorandum. Reference key player, EPS Nancy J. Alaska. Recommendation and agreement monitoring report on the utilization of worksheets, WHLP, and Parent Toolkit should be reported in Kumustahan sa Paaralan. Adopt an appropriate modality except face-to-face mode. CID Filipino. Develop SLMs in quarters 1, 2, and 3 and Filipino grades 4 to 10 and senior high school and last for grade 6. EPS Nora A. Nangit as the reference key player. Recommendation and agreement. Final copies of the materials were submitted to the LR manager for uploading and utilization in each particular quarter. CIT English. Issues and Concerns, Division Rollout on Teaching Grammar Communicatively in the Philippines, Legal Basis, Regional Memorandum, Reference Key Players, EPS Nancy J. Alaska and Coordinator Abigail A. Constantino. Recommendation and Agreement, Attendance to the TGIP Division Rollout among 25 select English teachers. Araling Panlipunan, Issues and Concerns, Crafted Self-Learning Modules, Learning Activity Sheets in Araling Panlipunan, Legal Basis, DepEd Memorandum, Reference Key Player, EPS, Pedro J. Dandal Jr. Remarks, 8 instructional resources were accomplished, monitoring learning sessions through online platforms. Project Teach P, Teachers Enhancement Activities on Culture and History of Palawan. Remarks, conduct trainings, created group, continue collaboration through group chat and online meetings, giving technical assistance to school heads. CID Science, Issues and Concerns, Admission Procedures for Grade 7 Entrance to School Implementing Science, Technology, and Engineering Program and Special Science Classes. Legal Basis, Division Memorandum Number 209, Series of 2021. Reference Key Player, EPS Rosalyn Argadiano. Recommendation and Agreement, Science, Technology, and Engineering Program examination will be conducted online, while the use of historical average of 1st to 4th grading grades from grades 5 to 6 of the applicants in all learning areas will be considered in the special science class. If the grade 5 SF9 is not available, a photocopy of School Form 10 may be submitted. The time frame will be June to August 13, 2021. CID Science, Issues and Concerns, Participation in the Orientation on the Philippine Association of Chemistry Teachers, Legal Basis, Division Memorandum Number 196, Series of 2021. Reference Key Player, EPS Jonalyn Argadiano. Recommendation, Agreement, and Status. As of June 15, 2021, 85 science teachers were already registered online. Registration is still ongoing. Invitation to the Climate Science Olympiad 2021. Legal Basis is Division Memorandum Number 198, Series of 2021. Recommendation, Agreement, and Status. Learners and personnel may join up to 3 qualifiers. Qualifiers may register until August 1, 2021. Mathematics by APS Astrid N. Agbanlog. SDO Palawan mathematics teachers developed 17 grade 5 mathematics storyboard for quarter 3 and quarter 4 to be used by Mimaropa region, and third quarter report in Kumustahan sa Paaralan at Kapit Bisig. The Division of Palawan Project Kumustahan sa Paaralan and Kapit Bisig. The monitoring and evaluation in all learning areas and the provision of technical assistance to the PSDSs and school heads are made possible by using Kumustahan sa Paaralan and Project Kapit Bisig tools. CID, EPP, TLE, and TVL, Issues and Concerns. Project Gulayan sa Paaralan, Gawin sa Tahanan. Legal Basis, Division Memorandum 185, Series of 2021. Reference Key Player, Division Coordinator, Cian A. Catelo. Recommendation and Agreement, Continue Project Gulayan sa Paaralan at Home, an alternative delivery for mastering skills amidst pandemic. CID Senior High School, Issues and Concerns, Orientation on Senior High School Work Immersion Implementation During Crisis Situation. Legal Basis, Division Memorandum Number 009, Series of 2021. Reference Key Player, Division Coordinator, Cian A. Catelo. Recommendation, Agreement, Submit Work Immersion Report. CID eCARP, Program Project Activity. 35 out of 35 districts of Palawan have their existing reading intervention programs, and districts have submitted Functional Intervention Program Report. Among others are the following programs to mention, but everybody has its own functional reading interventions. Taytay District 1, Project PABS, Palagiin ang pagbasa saan man or making reading a habit everywhere. Legal Basis, DepEd Memorandum Number 173, Series of 2019, entitled Hamon Bawat Bata Bumabasa, 3Bs Initiative, and in the support to the Division Reading Program, Nagbabasang Palawenyo. Recommendation and agreement with the support of parents, the learners will be able to devote their time to reading rather than unnecessary activities. Dumaran Island, hashtag bawat Dumarenyos nakababasa at nakauunawa, isang banaag sa pag-asa. Aborlan South, Project REAP, Read, Enjoy, and Progress. Aborlan West, Project A Wheel. Aborlan West, Help Educate Every Learner. San Vicente, hashtag basa kakampi kita. Batarasa District 1, batang nagbabasa, angat sa iba. Batarasa District 2, nagbabasang Batarazan, Ariel, enhanced reading integrated across learning. Rojas South District, Basa sa Bahay Project. North Brooks Point, Brigada Basa. Coron Inland, Project Deer, Daily Enhancement Activities in Reading. Colion, Hatid Basa Kalinga Program. El Nido del Sur, Mabasa Kita Anay. Araceli, Agbabasang Aracelian. El Nido del Norte, Basa mo o nawain mo. Quezon Northern District Elementary and Secondary. I can read, improving comprehension and interest in reading during pandemic. Project Pabasa Ako. Patuloy alalayan ng bata sa araling pagbasa at comprehension. Quezon Southern District, Bright Reading Program. Best Reading Intervention with Greater Holistic Technique. CID ECAR. Program Projects. Conduct of online DTOT on ELLN. Legal Basis Division Memorandum Number 174 Series of 2021. Reference Key Person Time Frame June 21 to 25, 2021. Recommendation and Agreement Participants must register online on or before June 17, 2021. On Alternative Delivery Mode Open High School Program, facilitators conducted a very limited face-to-face in order to facilitate and assess the learners of the Open High School. Teachers of Open High School develop contextualized activity sheets for the Open High School learners. CIDESP testing, updated status report on programs and projects. Virtual orientation on the administration of computer-based English proficiency test for teacher applicants on June 22, 2021. Legal Basis Division Memorandum Number 204 Series of 2021. Reference Key Person, EPS Allen G. Gunda, Division Testing Coordinator. Recommendation and Agreement, Conduct of online orientation with the select division, district, and school personnel of testing centers on June 22, 2021. Conduct of school-based planning meetings through the PSDSS concerned on the hosting and preparation of competency-based English proficiency test. Monitoring of ocular inspection of testing centers on the last week of June. There is a total of 19 testing centers with 534 teacher applicants. CIDESP, updated status report on programs and projects, schedule of the conduct of the online computer-based English proficiency test for teacher applicants. Legal Basis, Division Memorandum Number 205 Series of 2021 was released. Reference Key Player, Timeframe, Select Division, District, and School Testing Staff. Recommendation and Agreement, Conduct of online computer-based English proficiency test for teacher applicants on July 6 to 9, 2021. Presented below are the 19 identified testing centers, the date and time, and the teacher applicants. ESP updated status report on programs and projects. Submission of Homeroom Guidance Program Implementation Report for school year 2020-2021. Legal Basis Division Memorandum. Note, receive the report of Roa Central District first to submit. Reference Key Player, APS Allen G. Gunda. Recommendation and Agreement. All schools must have a report using Annex 2. Follow up the submission via email to ESP Supervisor on or before June 30, 2021. Submission of Career Guidance Program Implementation Report. Legal Basis Division Memorandum. Recommendation and Agreement. All secondary school must submit report to District Career Guidance Coordinator for submission via email to ESP Supervisor on or before July 10, 2021. iPad. Updated status report on programs and projects. 2021 downloading of Program Support Fund. Legal Basis. Debit Memorandum. Approved Expenditure Matrix. Reference Key Players. Select Division Personnel and School Heads. And there is 105 recipient schools. Recommendation and Agreement. Wait for the issuance of Division Memorandum and other details on July 2021. CIT Alternative Learning System, updated status report and programs and projects, ongoing crafting of radio-based instruction scripts, regional and division-initiated activity, reference Key Player, EPS Pedro J. Dandal, Jr. Recommendation and Agreement follow the schedule of submission, presentation, review, conference, and finalization. Ongoing installation of radio and transmitter for 35 ALS implementing districts. Recommendation and Agreement. Follow up the installation team. Update Division Office for the status of installation. CIT Alternative Learning System. Division Assessment Revalidation of Learners Presentation, Portfolio, already reported the ALS passers both elementary, secondary, and senior high school. Elementary, 173. Junior high school, 1,573. For a total of 1,746. Reference key player, EPS Pedro J. Dandal Jr. Recommendation and agreement. Submit the final report to the SDS for certificate and diploma. Encoding of LIS, BOSY enrolled are the following: BLP 159, EL 732, SL 4,491, Senior High School 21, total 5,403. Ongoing through the LGU recommendation agreement, follow up the continuation of encoding of the remaining enrolled learners. CID Alternative Learning System Updated Status Report on Programs and Projects. Project Balsa at Dumaran and Balabac. Reference Key Player, EPS Pedro Dandal Jr. Recommendation and Agreement. Prepare all the necessary documents for approval of LGU and SDS. Material preparation will be led by the PSDS. CID Multi-Grade. Updated Status Report on Programs and Projects. Available ring-bound lack resource guide for multi-grade teachers, 554 copies. Legal basis approved 2021 project proposal, printing and delivery of lack resource guide. Reference key player, APS Clemencia Paduga. Recommendation and agreement. Available copies can be requested to APS Clemencia Paduga and Enrique De Jesus at CID office on a first-come, first-served basis. Proposed orientation on the new guidelines on the grant of multi-grade special hardship allowance. DBM DepEd Joint Circular on the revised guidelines on the grant of special hardship allowance dated March 26, 2021. Reference key player, proposed participants 35 PSDSs and 35 districts of multi-grade coordinators. Proposed date to be announced later. Recommendation and agreement, wait for further notice. Summary of Progress Report on the Division Radio-Based Instruction Program as of June 15, 2021. Implementing for Secondary 30, Elementary 123, total 153. Test Broadcasting Secondary 21, Elementary 67, total 88. Ongoing procurement process, funds downloaded on installation process, Secondary 29, Elementary 106, total of 135. Secondary, a grand total of 80, elementary is 296, and a grand total of 376. Other recipient schools are still waiting for downloading of funds, while others did not submit status report. Reason for the delayed delivery and installation is the travel restriction due to COVID-19 situation. CID LRMDS is updated status report and programs and projects. Status of schools implementing radio-based instruction. Batch 1, 655 recipient schools, elementary and secondary from Program Support Fund. Batch 2, 7 recipient schools from additional PSF, Brooks Point. Batch 3, 35 recipient districts from ALS Fund. IPED RBI, 44 recipient IPED implementing schools. 49 are school initiated with fund from private partners. 4 from LGU Bataraza district-wide, broadcast worth 3 million pesos. Legal basis approved BE LPC of the Schools Division of Palawan 2020-2021. Reference key players, secondary, elementary school heads. Recommendation agreement. Out of 794 recipient schools, 376 responded to the progress report on Division RBI program. Please contact the Division RBI coordinator for the progress report. ID program journalism. Updated status report on programs and projects. Amateur SBA advisors limited training about journalism. Internet connection and readiness of journalists in competing online vis-a-vis other new normal platforms. Elementary pupils 15 below are not allowed to go outside. Legal basis, Republic Act number 7079 known as the Campus Journalism Act of 1991 and Division Memorandum number 135 series of 2021 survey on the needs assessment in campus journalism. Reference key players, APS Nora A. Nangit, Coordinator Abigail A. Constantino. Recommendation based from the survey, create a Google Chrome for easy communication. Conduct training sessions for journalists and SPAs must be provided synchronous and asynchronous or by district through a caravan festival of young journalists. Updated status report and programs and projects, limited research proposal on school paper. Recommendation, encourage further school paper advisors to come up or make a research proposal for the school paper issues and concerns. School previous funds were utilized for school tangible projects, no collection for the current year. SPAs are looking for district contests convenient to division training contest. Participation to the National School Paper Competition. Recommendation and agreement. Ask the assistance from the school and other stakeholders. Drop boxes for contests. Provide categories for face-to-face and online. Seasoned and experienced SPAs must be requested as speakers or trainers. By choosing young journalists who experienced joining and winning to online contests sponsored by private agencies. CID LRMDS, updated status report and programs and projects. List of available self-learning modules, learning activity sheets for quarter 4. Reference key player, APS Rosalyn R. Gadiano. Recommendation and agreement, check the Palawan Learning Resource FB page for the list of newly uploaded SLMs and LAS. SLMs and LAS can be downloaded at www.depedpalawan.com. List of available self-learning modules, learning activity sheets, and supplementary reading materials for quarter 4 as of June 14, 2021. You can see in the screen that there is a complete set of self-learning modules, learning activity sheets for quarter 4, and all learning areas except in Math, Grade 4, 5, and 6, Filipino 7, and ESP 7. CID LRMDS, updated status report and programs and projects, inventory of learning resources, legal basis, DM OUCI 2021-177, Division Memorandum Number 199 Series of 2021, reference key players, secondary and elementary school heads, recommendation and agreement. All elementary and secondary school heads are required to submit report. Deadline of submission to the Division Office, January 12, 2021. Deadline of submission to the Regional Office, June 17, 2021. Here are the summary of submission of inventory of learning resources as of June 15, 2021 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, coming from the 36 districts of the Division of Palawan. Now, the updated status report on learners' performance assessment for quarter 3 for school year 2020-2021. The subjects in grades 1 to grade 6. Proficiency level is on the proficient stage. And the updated status report on learners' performance assessment for quarter 3 under the subjects of grade 7 to grade 10. Proficiency level has reached approaching proficiency and proficient in level per subject area. That sums up the total report of the Curriculum and Implementation Department. And now, to leave a message, education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving the community and world better than you found it. Marian Wright Edelman.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Abigail Constantino. Thank you very much also Sir Jun Dandal and Ma'am Salin Gadiano. Liman at magaling ay kinakailangan ko pa rin magbigay ng bati to our new Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Roger Capa, ang ating kapamilya, kapanalig pa. To our 2 ASDS, Sir Arnie Ventura and Sir Fines Foz, to the SGOD Chief, Ma'am Filing Padrones, and to Ma'am Au Marquez, to all the division EPSS, to the PSDSs, to all the division personnel and all the school heads attending this MANCOM meeting. And on behalf of our CID Chief, Ma'am Aurelia Marquez, allow me to greet you all. A safe and wonderful day to every one of you. Wonderful nga po talaga kasi ang alay po sa atin ng ating New Schools Division Superintendent, DepEd Palawan, maaasahan ka. Wow, napakaganda po. And we are very much inspired with the content of this flagship program of our new SDS. So at this part, kahit sa hulihan ng part ng presentation natin, at this point, the CID accomplishment reports, issues and concerns in all learning areas, and all the updates on the status report of programs and projects of the CID was brought to you through a voice-over of our division English coordinator, Ma'am Abigail Constantino. It was run for more or less 21 minutes. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Abigail, and thank you very much po sa ating anchor person kay sa ating IT, kay Sir Kevin for playing our presentation. God bless everyone. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Nancy, Ma'am Ave, and Ma'am Au. In addition to the report of Ma'am Ave, would like to, as LR manager, I'd like to add that almost all the LAS and SLMs are available, but incomplete because some of the remaining weeks are not yet uploaded. But in the case of math 4, 5, and 6, I'd like to inform everyone that you will not be using the LAS, but you're going to use the math SILAC for the 4th quarter. Again, that is for math grades 4, 5, and 6. Thank you.
Tuloy ang edukasyon sa kabila ng pandemya. Our EPS and the focal person of the school-based management called Sir Eric Kilip will present to us the best practices in school-based management, gulayan sa paaralan, and ecological friendly school.
My warmest greetings to the leaders of the Schools Division of Palawan, headed by the newly assigned Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Roger F. Capa, the officers in charge of the Office of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Arnaldo G. Ventura and Sir Rufino B. Foz, Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Madam Felina P. Padrones, Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Madam Aurelia B. Marquez, ably represented by Madam Nancy J. Alaska, all Division Education Program Supervisors and Public Schools District Supervisors, all Division, District, and School officials virtually present. Please allow me to share to you the best practices of the following schools, which will serve as the benchmarking activity of this division in the implementation of the school-based management. May I invite everyone to watch these audiovisual presentations.
To the development of the people in the community of Rojas in terms of education, moral and cultural advancement for a better life. An educated citizenry is the only tool that can affect changes in a stagnant society. The realization of this objective will become possible only through the concerted effort and support of the people living therein. The school school under the supervision of a full-fledged administrator, Principal Concepcion de la Torre Verdin, together with the school's line of 76 teaching and non-teaching personnel, makes home for learning to 1,944 young dreamers. Helping students find success is a no easy task. Representing the most efficient and effective ways for an action, one step higher than the expectations, here are the school's best practices. Lakbayan ng pagkatuto, Learning Avenue. Focus. Improve fluency on oral competence utilizing sight word. Class session every grade level. Grow. Reading opportunity for pupils everywhere. Dream. Develop reading effectively to achieve mastery. Play go, clean as you go. Chart papel, charcoal paper. Gulayan sa paaralan, gulayan sa tahanan. Junior rescuer. ASDS Munting Binhi Dance Troupe, ASDS Jolly Steppers Dance Troupe, ASDS Burong Mananayaw, ASDS Drum and Lyre Corps. Brigada Eskwela. Wash in School. School BRRM. To prove, this school had received various recognitions and winning spots because of its strive. MTOP Regional and Division Finals winner, Divisions Olympics winner, National, Regional, and Division School Press Conference winner, Municipal Junior Rescuers Olympics champion, Municipal Cleanest and Greenest School, large category, Regional Brigada Eskwela awardee, Mega School category, Division Brigada Eskwela 4-time champion, Mega School category, Henyo Palawenyo champion, Elementary category, Division Model Science Laboratory Room champion, 2018 Division Festival of Talents champion, 2019 Division Festival of Talents champion, 2nd Division Arts Contest 2021 winner, Teacher and Pupil category, Mima Ropa Raami Transports winner. The support of the community and other organizations have been empowered and recognized. Local government unit, school governing council, parents teachers association, school planning team, public and private entities and organizations. The administrators and staff of Andres Soriano Memorial Elementary School as a steward of the institution work collaboratively to make learning possible and cater the needs of the learners and lock out their full potential to become better and productive citizens used in the future.
Welcome to Malihud National High School. Malihud National High School was established on July 5, 2010 as the annex of Tarusan National High School. This was through the initiative of former school head of Tarusan, Mr. Alfredo D. Labor, Head Teacher 3. and Mrs. Marisa C. Balayo was designated as teacher in charge for almost 6 years. Eventually, on November 21, 2017, Mrs. Lizelle M. Camanga, Principal 1, took over as the new school head of the school until Mr. Julhaber Wailim appointed to be the next school head on August 13, 2019. Malihud National High School aims to #Sulong, strengthening the understanding of learners towards opportunities for new generation.
In preparation of the SBM validation, the school conducts an orientation to the teachers regarding the assessment of the SBM level of practice. In Principle 1, Leadership and Governance, which was composed of 30%, highlights the development plan, the SIP, regularly reviewed by the school community. It also shows a clear school's organizational and work arrangements and long-term program to address the training and development needs of the school and community. Principle 2, Curriculum and Instruction, which has a percentage weight of 30%, provides a quick review report on child mapping conducted, SDS visit, and activities on benchmarking, implemented best practices such as awards and recognitions to students and parents, team building to strengthen the holistic developmental growth, the Bullion sa Paaralan, and contextualized curriculum. The school invited community leaders to share their resources and expertise with strict compliance to health protocols. Percentage weight, accountability, and continuous improvement shows pictures taken during several important meetings defining the clarifications of the roles and responsibilities in education delivery